Now the max, taking a look at the map, there is a main goal here, just on the hill, so it's not on top of it. The main stone is on the back. The secondary goal here is on the back as well. He might be able to palisade here probably and start taking from this safely. As for the other secondary goal, where is it? Ah, it's right here, so it's in front. So that's the situation for the max. And Vivi, on the other hand, has a forward secondary goal, a forward secondary stone, forward primary stone as well. This one is not forward, it's not on the back either, northeast, it's not the best, but he has a very nice back goal, the main goal is on the back. So if we take a look at the scouting information, we can see that for the time being, yeah, none of them is really scouting the other guy just yet. Also let me know if the music is a bit too loud, I can decrease the volume, but hopefully it should be just fine in comparison to the gain volume and my voice as well. So if we take a look here, we can see 4 villagers here, most likely that's going to be the situation as well for the Celtic player, and there you go. So both players thinking of going for men-at-arms or militias. Now, we were trying to cast this game 2 days ago and we had ISP issues and we couldn't finish the game, but if I recall correctly, I think the max was trying to go for fast castle and Vivi was the one trying to go for men-at-arms. So we're gonna see if we see the same situation here or if I'm just recalling wrong. Oh, but look at this. Ah, the barracks are getting delayed quite badly now by Vivi. Very well played here. Nice spotting here. Nice spotting there. Is he gonna be able to take a villager? Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so that's 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. He is fighting 1v1 versus this villager. Yeah, he's not gonna keep going. Now it's very risky to keep going, especially with the max scout. Oh, but it's right here. It didn't go down though. Anyway, villager count 20-19. So the max, 1 extra villager, most likely, actually 1 less villager, yeah, because of getting loom. As for Vivi, yeah, he didn't get loom yet, he's getting it right now. And he seems to be going up. So yeah, the max is gonna try to go for a rush into fast castle. We can see already he's going for the full walls. It's gonna be walled. I'm not sure about the scouting here, so he knows about the secondary goal. I am kind of puzzled as to why he's not trying to go for a palisade here. He might deem it to be too far away to reinforce in the eventual case of a push from Vivi, although usually players they push in the front, they don't really go to the flanks very much. Anyway, the 3 militias now are gonna arrive into Vivi's base, and the sneaky villager. The max didn't spot the villager, so now Vivi's gonna have a 4 villager that he's gonna use either to go for military buildings, he can potentially go for playing Aztecs, he can go for archer range, he can go for additional barracks, and he can start trying to go for scouts, Eagle Scouts, although that's, I would say, probably very rare, especially with only 1 gold miner. That's probably not gonna happen. As for archers, he definitely needs more people on gold if he wants to go for archers, so I'm not really sure what the idea behind the 4 villager is. He's gonna take the goats though, so those were unscouted for the max. And he's gonna go for the tower. That's a great tower, and that's gonna push the max out of this wood line. However, he has choice. He can go towards this one, he can go to this one, he can go to this one. He's not gonna be short on wood. But over here, the max with the militia is really failing to do any damage, so he did cause some investment into houses here for Vivi, so that's gonna be, I guess, good, but it's probably not enough, not what you expect from a drush. This is getting very annoying though. Look at this. The max is gonna go full militias. Already he has 7. And I believe... Oh, he didn't lose one. This one is very low HP, but he didn't lose it. Let's see, let's see. Oh, that's a very quick reaction. He's not gonna go under the TC. So right now, militia here trying to go for the tower. The tower is gonna try to target, and militia is gonna try to debate the tower. And we can see Vivi now with the Minotaurs. 4 Minotaurs should be able to break through here if Vivi doesn't pay attention, but Vivi of course is gonna pay attention. He is a pro player. And yeah, I'm not sure, so he seems to be trying to go back now. The Max, I mean, the Max was paying attention over here. He's gonna try to go back now with the militias, or is he gonna try to stay forward? For the time being, he's bringing 4 militias back, and he's keeping 3 militia forward. So 32 villagers and still in Dark Age. I'm not sure if he's trying to masterpiece Vivi or what. But the blue player doing a good job here, putting pressure, causing the Max to go for extra palisades and houses, and that's ultimately, of course, an extra wood investment. But is it gonna be enough? That's the question. He is 5 villagers ahead. Let's take a look over here. Let me just hold on. I'm just gonna check that I'm live. Let's see. Yes, we are live. Perfect, everything working properly. So yeah, let's see. Unfortunately for the Max, is not going to be able to do any damage over there. Vivi, on the other hand, is about to break the house. If he breaks the house, he might go in. If he goes in, of course, he's going to have access to all of this, but now the Max has an insane amount of militias here to defend with. And the Vivi finally broke the house, but he is not paying attention here. He is paying attention here as he has to go for the panic walling to keep the gold miners working. This might eventually go down. We're gonna leave it selected so that we know if it goes down or not, and we're gonna switch focus into this area of the map once again. So right now that's a good engagement for the red player. The Max taking a favorable trade here. He is gonna lose a couple of militias for sure, that's about 4. But he's gonna be able to get rid of all the Minotaurs here. Ah, that was actually very good for Vivi, I think, in the end. He actually killed like 6 militias with only 4 Minotaurs. Now the Max is finally gonna go up to Field Age. And how close is Vivi from going up to Castle Age? He's not very close himself. He does have the military lead now because he has the superior units. At this point in time, the Max doesn't really have anything to fight archers with. He's gonna have to wait until hitting Field Age before actually going for archery ranges. This tower though, that's gonna be very, very annoying for the Max. Let's see. Very interesting gameplay style from the red player, going for the 16 minutes Field Age time, 18 minutes of actually hitting Field Age. Now this is gonna force the Max to go into a different wood line. Fortunately, he has another one here, another one here. He's gonna start taking wood from both of those. And let's see, yeah, I think Vivi here would have the range to be annoying. He's gonna go for wheelbarrow though, so does that indicate that he's gonna try to go for Castle Age? He doesn't yet have the resources, he doesn't have the gold. He is taking a good amount of gold now. He's getting very close in the food front though. And what is the Max gonna do? He already has enough to go up. He has the market, the blacksmith, and he's gonna click up. So we're gonna have a Celt player in Castle Age At this point in time, he has over 300 stone, getting very close to 400, so he's gonna try to go for the castle. Now if he goes for Wood Raiders, what can the Aztec player do? So Vivi can potentially go for Jaguars. Jaguars are very good against other infantry units. Eagle Warriors probably not gonna be the answer. He can potentially try to go for the militia line as well. He can try to go for archers as well, although Wood Raiders are quite good in large numbers. Let's see this though. With 2 archers here, I think the max should not be able to actually break through. Alright, so he's gonna go back now. And we can see Vivi applying so much pressure. So he's gonna go now, he was trying to go now for tower here. I'm not sure why he's not been at the tower. He probably just used the archers here to deny the wood line, and he's gonna go for a tower here. So a tower here is gonna be fatal for the max. Already denied from this one, from this one. This one is not really available to him because of this weird hole that he gets that makes it possible for the archers to harass the lumberjacks. And yeah, I think the max should actually be expecting now a tower here, but Vivi is actually not gonna go for it. He's gonna try to break this with the villager. Ah, there you go. So he's gonna go now for the tower. The max though, hitting Castle Age, instantly going for the siege workshop. He already has enough stone to go for a castle. He's breaking here now, and he's gonna go for the castle to defend this and to get rid of the tower and actually get control of this wood line once again. So Vivi's pace is quite alright right now. He's not really under a lot of pressure. The villager count is quite equal for both players, so 43 versus 42 villagers. The military count though, it's slightly higher for Vivi at 16 military units versus only 4. However, that's going to change now as the castle is going to go up and Wood Raiders are going to start to come out. So let's see right here, good micro from Vivi. Dodging the shots from the mangonel, actually getting a couple of villagers in the way. So 43 villagers versus only 40 for the max. Vivi's doing a great job here. He is gonna get pushed away, he is gonna lose this tower, but he did some good damage now, and considering that the max was going for fast castle and actually is gonna get access to more powerful units faster, that was very well played from Vivi, making the most out of what he had. And it seems like he's gonna try to go heavily into archery units. Yes, so 2 archery ranges, going for crossbows, already researching. He's going to go for a monastery now, alright, so that's quite good. He can use the monastery, of course, to convert the siege, as the Aztec monks with the 5 extra HP per monastery research, they can get tanky enough to actually get a full shot from a mangonel in the face and not die to it. So it's very, very convenient if you want to convert siege. You don't really have to worry so much about microing and dodging the shots from the mangonel. And yeah, the max seems to be taking control of his base back. So this tower is going to go down. That tower already went down. This tower here is not going to play a huge role as he's going to get access to 2 wood lines once again. And this is what I wanted to see. So red player going heavily into Wood Raiders, very quick units, very powerful as well in Castle Age, and he's gonna send them around, he's gonna send them forward, and for the time being, Vivi doesn't really know about that. I don't think he has vision, I don't think he has seen the Wood Raiders yet. He's probably expecting those, especially because he is already aware of the castle, but I'm not sure if Vivi is actually gonna get caught off guard here. The max is bringing now 9 Wood Raiders forward. Very, very quick units and very powerful, and those could be potentially deadly here. However, there is a defensive castle here. He's going for the Jaguar Warriors, for the Jaguar. 4 of these guys with 10 attack. It's probably gonna be enough. He is gonna need to upgrade those though, as they don't have all the upgrades. However, the Wood Raiders don't have any upgrades yet. Actually, no, they have the +2/+2. Jaguar Warriors, they have only +1. And none of them is actually going for either forging or iron casting, so they are going to be missing in the offensive front. Now, this amount of crossbows, the Wood Raiders were already spotted. They are not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage, and he might lose a couple here if he's not paying attention. Let's see. Let's see. Vivi knows about the Wood Raiders. He's going to change directions now with the army. And yeah, he's going to have to run away, so the Max not really being able to do anything with the Wood Raiders. Taking control of that wood line. Refreshing the lumber camp placement, that's quite good. And he's just gonna have to bring the Wood Raiders back. So villager count now 60 almost for Vivi versus only 50 for the Max, so he's already getting ahead. At this point though, he has 1, 2, 3 TCs. As for the Celt player, he has 1 TC only, and he seems to be trying to go full aggression. As we can see here, there's an insane amount of Wood Raiders. The Jaguar Warriors are not going to be enough. So now 1 Magnet is going to go down, but is it worth it? He lost all the Jaguar Warriors that he sent forward. Now he's going to go for Scorpions here. Scorpions are going to be great versus both crossbows and Jaguar Warriors, so very good unit choice. He's going to need to get a mask though. For the time being, he is going to try to protect now with the Wood Raiders here, and with 1 Mangonel and 2 Scorpions, this army from the Max suddenly started to look a lot more dangerous. Let's see. Is he actually going to be able to do anything here? The monk's probably going to go down to the Wood Raiders. Yes, there you go. So only 4 hits and it goes down already. There's a market here going up for the Aztec player. Vivi is going to start taking more gold from here. So this is a very threatening army now for the Max. And Vivi cannot actually face this yet. So he has a good amount of Jaguar Warriors. Jaguar Warriors are very good versus the Wood Raiders, but with some siege support and these numbers, the trade might be going in favor of the Max. Over here though, let's see. Oh, Vivi managed to sneak in a couple of crossbows, and I think the Max might lose a couple of villagers here for sure. So let's see, that's not a single villager down. That's good micro though. He should be able to destroy the Mangonel though, and the Max was not paying attention. He couldn't go for the repair soon enough. And now these crossbows are going to be a huge annoyance for him, so he's not going to be able to take the main goal. He's going to have to transition over here. He goes for the mining camp right away. But all of these farms, all of this stone, all of this gold is getting denied right now. This wood is getting denied right now. So very good zoning here by Vivi, and the Max is only gonna have a single wood line to take wood from. But over here, there's another castle going up, and the Max is gonna get it up for sure. We didn't get any engagement yet. As we can see, both players have their full armies, their full infantry armies in place, and the Max going super aggressive. So this is potentially gonna go down. I'm not completely sure the Magnus here has a hill advantage or not. If it does, then this DC might go down. Yeah, that DC is gonna go down for sure. There you go. And where are the crossbows? Crossbows are over here. That's a good shot. Great Magnus shot. And now with the Wood Raiders, all the crossbows are gonna die. And that's how you get rid of it. So good combination of Wood Raiders and the Mangonel. And what is this, another castle? No, a siege workshop. The Max playing this game very nice, super offensively. And here it got rid of one of the DCs. Now Vivi still has the advantage in terms of villager count. But now he's gonna send all the Jaguar Warriors forward, so at this point he realizes this amount of Scorpions and Wood Raiders is probably not a good fight to take, so he's gonna send all his units forward. So the Monastery is gonna go down now, he's gonna keep going, and this goal is gonna get denied. Fortunately for the Max, he was able to get control of this one back once again. This is gonna go up here, so that's gonna defend the gold miners. And a lot of action going on all over the place. So the Wood Raider raiding here, getting a couple of villagers. The Mangonel did get converted by the monk, I believe. He's trying to convert more units as well, so now he got another Wood Raider. That's still not gonna be enough, and Vivi losing so many units left and right. We can see here a whole lot of bodies. Another villager count 63 to 56. Now all of the resources that Vivi was investing into extra villagers are going to waste. And all of the resources that the Max was investing into military push are still working in his favor. So he has a good amount of Wood Raiders here. He has a good amount of units here with some siege as well to support the infantry. He's going for extra siege here. The castle keeps pumping Wood Raiders. And the situation is not looking very good for Vivi at the moment. Well, let's take a look here. The Max cannot really engage this amount of Jaguar Warriors with only Wood Raiders. The Scorpions are going to be useful, but this amount of units is still not going to be enough. So let's see, this might go down. Yeah, Vivi should be able to take a great engagement here. Music too loud? Alright, we're gonna take care of that. Just a moment. Hopefully it's a bit better like that. Let me know. But the game is super intense. So many Wood Raiders all over the place, raiding everything. The Jaguar Warriors should be able to get rid of this, and they are doing a great job. Over here though, the Jaguar Warriors, they are also doing a great job raiding, and the villager count's getting a bit closer. Now we have 74, 75 to 62. That's not so much of a difference as we had before. The situation here seems to be going in favor over here of the Max, of course. At home, he's of course able to reinforce a lot faster. He can't just outnumber Vivi, so he's not really having issues. Over here though, look at the amount of DCs that the Aztec player is going for. Vivi at this point with 1, 2, 3, how many? 4, 5, 6 DCs. Well, he should be able to boom back here, I think. He has 15 extra villagers already, and he has 6 DCs, and I think the Max probably has, how many? 2? 2 only, and the villager count is still not that different. Taking into account that Vivi was going heavily into boom from the get-go, which was not the case for the Max, of course. This castle not producing any more Wood Raiders. The military count now 32 to 20. Now 20 Jaguar Warriors are probably enough to take care of 32 Wood Raiders. Now I'm not sure if the Max has a lot of siege left, but right now the villager count is getting a bit. Yeah, the villager difference is getting a bit wider now as we approach over 20 extra villagers for the blue player. Let's see. Potkinaro now for the red player. He's gonna go for handcart. So that's gonna be a nice boost in his eco. Now Aztec players, only with wheelbarrow they can already carry 19 resources, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So with handcart, that's gonna be even stronger. So Vivi is in place now to start pushing with a lot of military. He's in place to start producing pretty much any unit that he wants. He's in a great position now, getting very close to 30 extra villagers. Let's see. The Wood Raiders are gonna try to raid, but I'm not completely sure if the Max is gonna be able to hold on long enough. Now, Vivi has been doing a great job at defending, adding all sorts of disease all over the place, adding monks as well to convert the siege. The Jaguar Warriors, of course, are great versus the Wood Raiders. Now it seems like the Max is gonna try to go for crossbows, but Celts don't really get a great archer units. They only get crossbows with Balkan arrow and leather archer armor, while Aztecs get almost fully upgraded arbalest. So yeah, the situation here is not looking great for the Max. The push was great. He did a great job raiding, getting a lot of villagers. Pushing here with the castles, the fort castle, the siege. He's gonna go for a TC here now. That's a very interesting positioning for a TC. But Vivi, he just converts to Wood Raiders, he doesn't care. And yeah, some of this is idle now for Vivi, but still with this amount of extra villagers, 30 extra villagers, it should be fine. So now the idle count is 20 for Vivi and only, or actually 20 also for the Max. So overall Vivi should be in a much better position. Oh, but is the TC gonna go down? No, actually Vivi's gonna lose all the Jaguar Warriors here to all the towers and the Wood Raiders and the villagers repairing the TC. That was a bit of a Titanic move over there. But taking a look over here though, he's gonna go with an extra TC. He wasn't able to build it, as we can see now. The bot is here from the villagers. That TC is not going up. And the Max is gonna be the one to add 2 extra TCs over there. That's gonna deny 4 good forward TC from Vivi. Now, TC count here, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 TCs for Vivi at this point in the game. Already in Imperial Age is gonna go for another castle, and that's gonna bring his castle count up to 2, which means that he's gonna be able to start pumping both Jaguar Warriors and Trebuchet. I could hear a trebuchet. Oh, there you go. So the first trebuchet's already out. It's gonna take this tower down. This tower already went down to this one. So things are looking quite promising for Vivi now. And it seems like the siege wasn't really of much help now to the Celt player, of course, because of the Aztec monks. Very good to counter the siege. And this is important though. Vivi's just now noticing, but he lost so many villagers already. And look at the villager count, so now he's only quote unquote 20 villagers ahead when he was actually getting very close to 30 just a moment ago. So now with the tech advantage, the extra age, and the good units and super strong economy that Vivi has been building until now, should be able to get the game So this castle is gonna go down now to the trebuchet. There you go, so that's one trebuchet, taking that one down. Is it going for extra trebuchets, or is it just gonna stick to one? It seems like he's using this castle to produce only Jaguar warriors, which are elite now, so even more powerful. And yeah, he's only using a single trebuchet. Interesting. He's gonna lose it now though. Let's see. Vivi with a quick reaction gonna try to repair the trebuchet. The castle here is gonna get rid of a couple wood raiders, and this CC is not getting garrisoned yet. Let's see. The castle is gonna go down in the end. That's a great job from Vivi with the fast reaction, going for just the right units. And at this point in time, the Max doesn't really have the resources to go up. He can sell some wood. That wood's not gonna be enough to get the 700 gold that he needs to go up. And even then, if he tries to go up, he's gonna keep falling behind in army production, as he's gonna use all the resources that he has, while Vivi has a very strong eco. At this point, 173 population versus only 150. Now the military count very even. However, Vivi does have extra villagers, and that's only gonna get larger now. The difference is gonna get larger and larger as the Max is missing a huge amount of villagers here. Look at all the bodies, and that's the final blow. The Max is gonna call the GG, and that's the first game of the series. Everyone, I hope you're enjoying the games. They are quite good. We only saw one for the time being, but it's quite promising. Denmark, hello, welcome. We're gonna update the scores now to reflect the victory from Vivi. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not screwing this up. Vivi, perfect. So we're gonna take a look at the achievements now, and we're gonna take a small 2 minutes break. And then we're gonna jump into the second game, so feel free to stand up, walk away from the PC for a bit, stretch, hydrate yourself, the usual stuff. As for the stats, the KD, nicely in favor of the Max. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to stop the huge eco boom from Vivi. So 100, pretty much 200 to 150, so 4 to 3. Buildings raised. The Max doing a great job with the aggression here. But Vivi, man, he's just so good at surviving and holding on to this kind of pressure. Eco, much better for Vivi all over the board. Faster feudal and imperial time. The Max was not able to go to Imperial Age at all. And yeah, even with relic control, getting 2k relics. An overall very even game. The Max did a great job here with the aggression. The game was looking quite even for a while, but then Vivi, of course, with the eco lead, was able to hold on and also start pushing back. So guys, we're gonna go into a quick 2 minutes break, and we're gonna be back with the second game of this best of 5 between the Max and Vivi. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright everyone, so welcome to the second game of the series. Let's get started, yes? So we're gonna see once again KOTD2 Arabia. Oops, sorry, hold on. There we go, and let's see, so the overlay is not working, we're gonna restart this one. And there we go, perfect. So the max is gonna be playing Teutons here in the red. And we have Vivi playing Indians. So the second game of the series is gonna see a interesting matchup actually. Indians should probably dominate here. Rigged. The Max complaining about the same matchup. So Indians versus Teutons. Is this the second time that Vivi gets an advantage with the civilization? This seems to be the case. However, we have seen now quite recently, Indians losing to Franks quite a bit. Now, Teutons are probably not comparable to Franks, so it's probably not fair to draw the comparison, but are we gonna get surprised here, and are we gonna see a victory from the Teuton player over the Indian one? However, let's take a look. So for Vivi, he has a back secondary gold. He has a very close main gold here to the TC, and the other secondary gold is super forward, so that's not going to be super accessible for him in the early stages of the game. He does have a nice back woodland. He has another one over here and another one over here. This one's super forward, so he's probably not going to go for that one. As for the stone, he has a main stone forward. The secondary stone is very far away, very far away. Now let's see over here. The Max's base is looking a bit better, so he has a secondary gold here and the main gold is on the back, so that's great for him. Now, one bad thing for his map is that it's super open here in the northeast. It's not particularly close over here. He can potentially go for a couple of palisades. The main stone here is also going to need to be protected eventually, probably with the DC. And what's the situation? We're still missing one secondary stone and the secondary gold. So the other secondary gold super forward. It's probably not going to be very nice for him to take. And the secondary stone super forward as well. So it's not going to have easily accessible stones, so we are probably going to rule out Teuton YOLO Trash. And yeah, the map's not particularly great for either player. I would say it's probably a bit better for Vivi. Now, hello and welcome. Entirely possible, consider the Teutons have fully upgraded house, spikes and siege, pushing castle might have to be what Max goes for. We're gonna see, but that's certainly a possibility for sure. And Indians, they seem to have taken a hit as of recently. They used to be probably more highly regarded from pro players. That's no longer the case, I feel like. Oh, look at this. Is he gonna take the goats away? No, he's not. He actually is giving them back. Alright. Interesting build order. Only 7 here on the board. Perfect. He's going heavily into wood, so he's gonna go for scouts. The Indian player most likely gonna go for scouts as well. Let's see. Yes, both players are going to go for scouts. Now, the Max is probably going to go up faster, though. Let's see. Yeah, he already got Loom, but he's not going up yet. Interesting, so... Why is he getting Loom so early? Is he trying to lure the boar? No. He's going to go forward! Is he going to... He's going to go forward! Guys! 8 villagers forward! 9! 9 villagers forward. It's gonna happen. It's happening. We're gonna see a Teuton YOLO tower rush. But where is he gonna take stone from? This is super exposed, and the secondary one is super exposed as well. He's gonna go full YOLO. He's gonna try to deny now this stone. Let's see. Probably. But he's not going up to fuel age yet, so I'm not sure what this is about. He doesn't have the resource to go forward, to go up to fuel age, I mean. So I'm quite puzzled now. What are we gonna see? So yeah, I'm quite puzzled. So he seems to be going for this stone right away. But he doesn't have the resources to go up. Vivi, on the other hand, is gonna hit fuel age very soon. How many villagers do we have here? Oh my god, look at this. 10 villagers for. What does he want to build with this? Oh no! Oh, a douche! Oh, that woodline's gonna get denied. So Vivi doing exactly what he needs to do. Unfortunately for him, he didn't scout the villagers going forward, so he wasn't able to stop this. However, he is gonna have the advantage, of course. He has at this point more villagers. This is not Persian TC, so it doesn't really have extra HP. Vivi is just gonna transition over here, and it seems like we're gonna get anything except a... Yeah, exactly. This is not Age of Kings. We're gonna see anything but a regular game. This is not meta at all. This cannot go in favor of the Max. This just can't. I don't see any way that he's gonna win doing this. What is he doing? Now one tower is gonna go up, and oh, this looks like it's gonna be a very short game. That tower is gonna deny this wood. He has extra wood, so he can go for a lumber camp over here. But they can't just go forward and keep building towers. He just doesn't care. He knows about the other wood line. He spotted the villagers going forward. And does he have the resources? He doesn't have the resources, but he can get the resources easily. Yeah, he's taking stone now, so he's gonna be able to go for more towers. And honestly, I don't see any way for the Max to actually win this game like this. In any case, this is super interesting. I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting kind of a YOLO tower rush, but then when I saw that he didn't have the resource to go up, I was like, what? He's gonna start the villagers war now. Oh, this is so weird, man. This is so weird. The villager is not even gonna go down. The regular villagers, they are just so weak. Yeah, they take ages to actually... Oh, let's see. Hold on. Alright, so this is interesting. How many villagers do we have here? So that's 17 villagers for the Max. Now, but Vivi has more. He should be able to get this one up. Now, this is gonna be the GG. There is no way the Max is gonna be able to fight this. He's gonna lose one villager there to potentially 3 or 4. It's gonna go for another TC, but the villager difference actually in favor of the Max. 28 villagers to only 24. Hold on. Wait a minute. What is happening here? My brain is starting to hurt. Oh, the TC is gonna go up. So Vivi's actually not gonna be able to keep taking wood from here. He's gonna lose the TC once again. He doesn't have... Yeah, he doesn't have the resources to build another one. Should be able to get enough though. Until this one goes down, he should be able to get enough resources to build another one. But this is such a weird game. What do you think about this game, guys? Hello, fellow gamers. Hello. Alright, so that tower's gonna go up. That's gonna be very inconvenient for the Max. Who gave John Slow's Max's password? Well, in any case, this should be Robinstock using the Max's password, right? The Swolmy guy who usually goes for the douches. So what can Vivi potentially do here? So he can try to go for another TC far away, somewhere where the Max doesn't spot it. But the Max has the scout here, so he's gonna be able to spot. It doesn't matter where. Oh, 75 HP per shot. That TC is gonna go down. And the Max is gonna go forward now and build another TC most likely. Let's see, he's gonna try to chase Vivi away, and Vivi with one less villager, he's gonna go for a TC over here. And that's the only woodland that he has left. This one is no longer safe. This one is taken by the Max. If he goes here, if the Max goes here and takes this TC down, then that's gonna be weird for Vivi, because he's not gonna be able to go here. He could potentially go back here, or he could try to go here and also try to protect the TC with the tower. So maybe over there, I'm not sure anymore. Oh, look at that! The Max is aiming so hard, and this is such a weird game. I don't think I have ever seen a game so weird. Actually, wait a moment, I think I might have seen a game between Mr. Yo and Vivi, I think, in Chaos Pit. That was, or was it the Max? I don't remember anymore, but it was quite weird. Although this must be in the top 10 for sure, easily. The wood line is working alright, so this is not very inefficient for him, all things considered. He is able to keep producing villagers, which is important. The Max is taking wood from here, alright. Is taking the goats here now with the mill, and Vivi is taking his stone. So this is a super weird game. Oh, there we go. That this is gonna go. Oh no, the Max. He should have tried to take this struggle down and build the TC here. Is it gonna have range? It seems so. That's quite interesting. So 6 range is actually gonna be enough to hit the 7th tile. Yeah, alright, so there are 6 tiles here. But the range is calculated with from the first tile away, right? So it's still enough to take this one down. However, let's see. Right now we have 13 villagers inside Vivi's TC. We have 14 out of 25 villagers inside the Max's TC. And he's targeting the house. He's targeting the house. He's gonna lose the TC here. He must be paying attention here. Yes. Vivi is trying to go aggressive. The Max is trying to defend from this. And he's targeting the house. He's gonna lose the TC, and this one's gonna stay up. Is that gonna be the end of the Max's push? Let's see, he's gonna try to repair now. 4 villagers repairing. Let's see if that's gonna be enough. Alright, it's repairing faster than it's going down, so that's good. Interesting. And over here, so the archer range is gonna start pumping archers. There you go. So the archers are gonna be able to deny the wood from here. However, the Max already spotted this aggression. He's gonna start moving his villagers, but actually I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything here now to stop Vivi, or to stop Vivi. Ah, alright, I didn't count with this. He might be able to do something after all. Interesting. 2 archers though should probably be enough to take the villagers down. Let's see, is it producing more? It's producing more archers. 3 archers is definitely going to be an issue. Vivi's had enough. He's going full to see. I'm not sure. Let's see. So this one's going to go down. Guys, look. Losing 60 HP. It's going to go down. Does he have the resources? He doesn't! He doesn't have the resources to go for another TC because he was going for archers. And he's gonna lose the archer range now to the palisades. This is getting lamed. Villager count is now in favor of Vivi though, and if he takes proper care of both archers here, he might be able to bring the villager count, the villager difference, I mean, a bit higher in his favor. However, This is super bad. He doesn't have a TC anymore. He's gonna have to kill more than he loses. Yeah, he's gonna have to kill a lot more, as the Max actually has a idle TC. Alright, so he's not producing villagers either. And this is just madness. What is this game even? Oh, guys. Look at this mess. Vivi's going forward. How did he get the wood? He was mining, he was chopping the wood from here. He got enough and he's gonna go, alright, so this is the spot I was speculating in the past. So that's gonna be harder for the Max to push. Although if the Max chops this down and goes for the TC here, he's gonna have access to gold. Although that's probably not very relevant at this point though. But let's see, 39 villagers to 36 only. That's only a villager difference of 3 in favor of the player that's in field age, which is not what you would expect here, especially at this level. Pro players going with only 3 villagers of difference after a 2-ton douche. Quite interesting, quite interesting. And if this isn't YOLO, I don't know what is. Oh, look at that! There we go, the TC is gonna go up. I don't think Vivi's gonna have enough here to stop the TC from going up. I'm not sure if it's better for him to try to target the villagers or to try to target the TC. It seems like he's trying to target the villagers though, and the Max is already losing 1. He might lose 2 or 3. Let's see if we take a look at the HP. That one's gonna go down. Actually, no. There you go. So Vivi is gonna retreat now. Alright, so that's 1 villager down. Might be another one. Let's see. Oh. Oh no, look at that. What is Vivi doing? What is it? Does he have a market? He doesn't have a market. How did he get so much wood all of a sudden? The Max is just chasing Vivi with TCs. What is this? It doesn't have enough now to build another TC. He's only taking with 4. Oh, wait a moment. 128. He's gonna start taking wood from here. Alright. He's gonna try to get the archer. The archer is not gonna go down for the time being. Where is he taking wood from? Alright, so he's taking wood with 2 lumberjacks here. 4 lumberjacks here. If we take a look at the resource count, we can see that at this point Max has 22 lumberjacks. Many of those are just here trying to take the struggler. So let's see. He's gonna go forward now. He has enough now, so he's gonna send all the villagers forward. Does he know where the TC is? He knows. That's very smart scouting, and also he can see the strugglers and the farms. This is gonna be so annoying for Vivi, having the tech advantage, having more villagers but still struggling to a 2-ton douche, man. Oh, the archer's gonna go down to the villager. Building is obstructed. Oh, very smart play here. Very well played. Vivi going for the random palisades. He's gonna try to go for a tower now. Let's see. The tower is gonna go down to the villagers, and he can still place a TC here. He can place a TC here, but it's very hard for him because he has to walk under the TC from Vivi. So it's probably not. Oh, let's see. If he manages to. He's gonna go for it. Vivi was not doing. Oh no! Oh my god! What is this? He was able to sneak the TC here. However, this tower is gonna be quite annoying, and this TC is gonna be able to get a couple of villagers for sure. So he needs to go. Yeah, there you go. So he needs to go towards the northeast, and he needs to go and start building the TC from this area. However, now the number of villagers is not high enough to force the TC to go up, and this tower from Vivi is going to go up, and I think this might be the end of the Max's TC journey, and he's gonna call the GG. Very interesting game, to say the least. I don't think I have seen a game like this in quite a while. And GG Nori, I go eat, of course. Alright, that was interesting to say the least. Now I want to take a look at the achievements and see what does the KD look like, because Vivi should have had more kills, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 25 to 19. Very, very nice. Can you fix the microphone? What is it? Too sensitive. Alright, I'm just gonna decrease the volume a little bit and should be a bit better like this. Let me know. So yeah, larger eco for Vivi for sure. With the fuel H advantage as well. Only player to hit fuel H. What a bizarre game. Villager high as well. Only 6 more though. I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting this game not to last so long, to be honest. But the max didn't fail to provide a very entertaining game. So guys, we're gonna update the scores right now. And let's see. That's gonna be 2-0, I believe, in favor of Vivi. Hold on, just a moment. And yeah, we're gonna jump now into the third game of the series. A little better. Alright, alright. Hello, this is an AOE. Hello guys, everyone, welcome. We're gonna jump into the third game in just a moment. So there you go, 0 to 2. Pay attention to hydration bot, guys. Don't forget to hydrate yourself. Alright guys, welcome to the third game of the series. We're gonna resume right now. Let's see, scores should be updated. Yes, perfect. So we have the Max versus Vivi, once again playing the same colors. The Max is gonna be playing Saracens and Vivi is gonna get Italians. Interesting matchup. So Saracens, Camels and Naval Civ, Italians, Archer and Naval. The naval part is going to be irrelevant here in Arabia. And archers versus cavalry or camels, you would expect probably cavalry to be better than archers and archers to be better than camels. But in the case of Italians with Genoese crossbows, things might look the other way around in Castle Age or Imperial Age. We're going to have to see if we even get to that stage of the game. Let's take a look at the maps for right now. So the Max, back stone, back gold here. This is secondary gold and this is the main stone. A secondary gold here on the back as well, and there is the main gold in the front. So secondary stone here to the east as well. So it's gonna have access to safe gold over here. It's not particularly a great gold, as we can see. He doesn't really have access to all of the size, all of the tiles, so he's not going to be able to fully saturate it. Probably in Castle Age he's going to go and try to go for a TC over here, but he is going to have access to safe stone. There's another gold over here. It's a bit too far away though, so might be a bit too exposed. As for Vivi, let's take a look. So the main gold is a bit forward, a bit exposed for sure. There is the main stone on the back, that's great. Mike's still too busy. No, that's probably the oven in the background. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna try after the game to increase the noise gate and hopefully that's gonna fix it. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait until after this game. So getting back into the game, there's a secondary stone over here, and yeah, so the map seems to be a bit better for the max, I believe. Did they draft or is it random sieves? It's random sieves. I believe it's probably the oven. Alright, so let me try something now, and hopefully that's gonna fix it. If it doesn't, then I'm not really sure. Let's see. Let's see if it's a bit better now. Let me know. If it's worse, then I did it the other way around. Alright, so right now we can see the max potentially trying to go for archers. Saracens, they do get good archers, they do get good cavalry archers, they get great camels, they get the Mamelukes, which are quite powerful, of course. It's the sensitivity or the gain. Alright, we're gonna try to do... We're gonna try to take a look at that after the game. It's better. Alright, perfect, perfect. Let's see though. What is the max gonna do? He seems to be trying to go for fast castle. Is he gonna try to go for fast castle? The build order could be good enough for fast castle, especially now that Fat Dragon lost the scout. Let's see. Is he gonna go for Drush fast castle? Seems to be possible, although he went for Loom, which is quite unusual. Let's see over here though. Vivi is gonna start taking some gold, so he must be trying to go for Minotaurs. He's probably gonna queue now a couple of militias. And yeah, he's gonna try to go for Minotaurs into archers. That's good for Italians. And over here it seems like the max is actually gonna try to go for fast castle, right? So he's completely walling himself off. Does he know about this? He doesn't know about this. Alright, we're gonna see if he... Yeah, we're gonna see if he spots that or not. Guys, do you remember King of the Deserts final? In the Viper's Hole, we might find a similar situation here, as the max doesn't actually know what's behind the Fog of War here. He doesn't actually know about this either. Wait a moment. About this. So if things go in a different way, we might just relive the same situation now. You hate doing Drush fast castle in this day and age. Well, we're gonna see if it works for him. So the max is trying to go for fast castle, but what for? So he can potentially go into knights. Italian cavalry is alright. They do get up to cavalier, they get bloodlines, they get husbandry. It's alright, but Vivi has great camels as well. So I'm not sure that's going to be the answer. I think probably the max might be thinking of going for... Oh, actually, I was saying it the other way around. Actually, it's the max the one trying to go for fast castle. So he might be trying to go for Mamelukes. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to go for knights. Camels are not a great raiding unit. But he can potentially go for... Yeah, I'm not sure. He doesn't want to go for knights, of course, because Saracens, they don't even get cavalier. Ah, that was good though. It seems like he did manage to get inside. However, he didn't kill any villagers. He only got trapped here. Interesting. Vivi's gonna keep taking wood from here like nothing happened. And the max is finally gonna go up to village. However, this is so bad. You're trying to go for fast castle. You really don't want to see Minotaurs inside your base in village. So he's gonna have to wall here now with a couple of palisades. What is he gonna do here? Well, after all, the hole here was not needed, as Vivi could just walk in with the Minotaurs because of the huge wall here taking so long to build. even with 2 villagers. Saracens, cavalry archers. Well, Saracens get good cavalry archers. They get good archers as well. But anyway, cavalry archers are probably not good, especially versus Italians. The Italian player can go for Genoese. Genoese is gonna counter any mounted unit. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're gonna go for. I haven't played a lot of Saracens versus Italians. I haven't seen a lot of games with this matchup, so this is gonna be very interesting and revealing for me as well. So the Max now, he doesn't really have the resources to go up to Castle Age just yet. He did have to invest a lot of wood into walling here. These walls, they are so expensive as well. Even though the palisades, they are not very expensive on their own. Going for this amount of palisades, it adds up. So Vivi did manage to clear this up. So he's gonna be in peace now, back at home, but he's gonna send a couple of archers forward. So the Italian player transitioning now into archers after going for Minotaurs, so just as the build order predicted. And he should be able to break through here. So if he brings now the Minotaurs here and start targeting here and try to use the archers to prevent any further walling, he could potentially break this. However, there is now one archer here from the Max who built the archer range here. He's gonna have 3 archers in just a moment. That's gonna be enough to clear this up, especially as these archers, they are not gonna have enough range. Oh, Age of Gates! Age of Gates! Oh! The pro plays. But he's using so much stone though. He was mining stone and he only has 70 right now. He is gonna go up, but he's not gonna have enough for the castle, and now this stone is gonna get denied. This stone is already out of the question because it's outside the walls. And I find it, yeah, he cannot really go for a... Yeah, he cannot really go for a tower of his own because he doesn't have the stone. He's gonna choose to go for stone walls instead. But this tower is just perfect. Vivi playing this so well. One villager gonna go down. That's already a 5 villager difference. So the Max is gonna transition into gold. Interesting. I don't think it's very efficient to try and... Alright, so he bought some stone to go for a tower here just to make sure that these gates don't go down. This one is gonna go down though. Let's see, is this gonna be up in time? That's a good amount of archers. With fletching at this point. Oh, the quick walls. Perfect. Looking good for the Max? I'm not completely sure. He's gonna be in Castle Age, but he doesn't really have resources to go for a castle, which seems to be what he was trying to go for. So he's gonna have to go for archers instead. And Saracen archers, they're good. And crossbows, of course, are gonna be better than Italian archers, even if Italian is an archery civ. Let's see the upgrades though. Saracens, the Max didn't go for fletching yet, so he's gonna be missing the +1. That's a great tower. That's gonna deny this gold, and I'm not sure why he wasn't taking this one on the back. That was so much safer. Did he scout it? He did. Max buying some food. Going for crossbow now. Alright, there you go. So that's gonna be enough for clearing the Minotaurs. The Minotaurs up. Now the villagers are gonna go inside. And that's some good micro from Vivi. So this tower is gonna go down now, no question. I think the Max should be able to outrange the archers here, so he can do exactly what he's doing. But he's gonna need to be extra careful here. And micro is going to be so important because the tower might go down, especially with the tower targeting it, and the man-at-arm trying to destroy it as well. Now 3 crossbows might be enough to clear this up. Let's see, there you go, and Vivi's actually going to run away. Only 4 archers left. Yeah, there you go. That's good play from the Max. Saracens might as well be an archer save. One of only 2 with full archer range. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. They have great cavalry archers. They have great arbalists. The archer line is quite good. He's still not transitioning into this gold mine though. I find that quite surprising. And yeah, the game suddenly turned very passive. I mean. Vivi now going for Castle Age. He's gonna be able to go for crossbows as well. So the military count 4-4 now for both players. All 4 archers here from Vivi going forward. And that's some sloppy micro here. He is gonna lose 1 archer, and he didn't even do 1/4 of damage here to the crossbow. Yeah, that's not good. He's gonna keep losing more archers. So the thing that's keeping Vivi afloat at this point is that the Max is not really going for any gold. I don't think he has a single gold miner yet. Let's see. Gold miners 9. Where is he taking gold from? Oh, there was another gold over here. All right, that's a good one. That's the one we were saying was quite exposed. But there you go. So yeah, Saracen cavalry archers. All right, good stuff. He's gonna need to mass them up though. That's not gonna be enough. Producing from probably a single archer range. All right, so he has 2 now. Going for elite skirmishers. Good move. Padded archer armor as well. Does he have Bodkin arrow yet? He doesn't. So he's trying to go for the +1 defense before going for the +2 attack. Makes sense. Now the archery, the siege workshop is up. 1 villager might go down, or not. Let's see, it's trying to debate the crossbows here towards the hill. Now the skirmishers are going to start pushing the crossbows back. So Vivi going for ballistics, that's going to simplify the micro aspect a lot. He's going now for stable, so he might start adding knights. I'm not really sure about that decision. As of course the Max can start adding camels himself. Does he have a stable though? I think he probably doesn't. He doesn't have a stable, so alright. This is gonna be safe for the time being. Monastery, good. So he is expecting the knights. Mind Games 101. Trying to read your opponent, trying to anticipate the counter units and trying to counter the potential counterplays. Great micro there, getting the Mangoner without losing a single crossbow, even when getting attacked by a couple of elite skirmishers here. Actually getting a couple of cavalry archers as well with ballistics. Now the Max is gonna call the GG. Vivi's killing it. Vivi's killing it. That's already 3-0. Very well played. Vivi's playing out of his mind lately. He did a great job applying pressure here when he realized that the Max was trying to go for fast castle. Went for the right upgrades at the right time. Ballistics was super important here. Good micro here to take the mangonel down. And overall quite good. So we're gonna take a look at the achievements now. The scores have been updated. Let me take a look. Perfect. And yeah, let's see. So KD quite even here. However, the military count was higher for Vivi in the end. So larger eco for Vivi all over the board except for gold collected, and even then only 100 of difference. As for technology, faster uptime to village, quite clearly, as the Max was trying to go for fast castle. So villager high 45 to 44, not very different, and the game was quite even here. The Max was able to hold on here until trying to go for castle age. If he had the stone to go for an actual castle, I think things might have been a bit different. However, let's go back now and let's load the second series. So we are watching the Max's games today, and as you can see, next in the list is the Max versus Doubt for a best of 5 as well. So these are going to be recorded games as well, and hopefully they're going to be good. So let me bring the first game up, and let's make it a thing. Alright guys, so everyone, welcome to the first game of the series. We are actually gonna update the players just a moment, and we have the Max versus Doubt right now. Perfect. So the score is 0-0 as well. There we go. And let's get right into it. So we have Vietnamese versus Teutons. Max is going to be playing Teutons. That's going to be playing Vietnamese. Interesting matchup. I would probably favor the Max of Civilization here. I am not a big fan of Vietnamese. However, tankier archers might play a difference here, might play a big role. I'm gonna have to wait and see. As for the maps, we can see Doubt has the berries here on the back. He has a secondary goal very far away from the DC. The main goal is kind of forward. Where's the other secondary goal? Oh, they're actually playing Standard Arabia. They are not playing KOTD. Interesting. But where is the other goal? The other goal is forward, so he has all the goals forward or super exposed. So the map generation this time for that was not the best. Oh, also we should probably try to change the title. Hold on, just a moment. The Max versus Doubt. Perfect. Yes, there we go. So let's take a look at the other player's map. So the Max right now, we can see he has forward main goal, secondary goal, forward as well. And the other secondary goal is a bit safer. He can potentially go for walls here, and he should be able to take this quite safely. Now, the stone situation is not good. The secondary stone is super forward. And the primary stone is a bit exposed here, so not forward per se, but it's a bit exposed. And yeah, Doubt has forward stone here, forward stone. All of the resources for that are super forward. And this is one of the things that must be the most frustrating when we play the game. Getting a bad map, like a really bad map. Look at the backwood. Half of it is taken by the pond. That is super inconvenient for Doubt. The Max, on the other hand, this wood is alright, They are just too far away, but at least they are full woods. They are not taken by water. So yeah, that's good for him. If we take a look at the villager distribution here, we can see only 3 lumberjacks. He is trying to go now for berries, so he is gonna try and go for scouts. As for Doubt, going for 4 villagers over here, might be trying to go for men-at-arms into archers. Probably going into archers straight up is a bit too greedy. Although with tankier archers that might not be the case. So we might see the Vietnamese going straight into archers. Let's see though. Max is gonna take the second boar. Right now, the record for him is not very good, losing 3-0 versus Vivi. Let's see if he can make up for it playing against Doubt. Of course, Doubt is a very strong player himself. so it's not gonna be easy for the Finnish player to pull this one up. But he's certainly gonna try. So scouting now doesn't look quite good for the Max. He is gonna find out in just a moment though. Dowd on the other hand already has a good idea of what the Max's base looks like. That's quite good for him. He's gonna go right now for the barracks, so he is gonna go for gold. No? Interesting. So is he gonna go for men-at-arms into skirmishers? I'm not sure. You would usually see the... Alright, there we go. So now he's gonna go for the gold. Alright, perfect. So you're gonna see men-at-arms into archers. This villager is gonna start taking gold now here. Very nice. Good villager distribution. And the Max on the other hand... Oh! The Max! Getting two those once again. Is he gonna try to do the same? Is he gonna try to go? No. He's sending the villagers in different directions, so he's not gonna go for the yellow douche once again. He's gonna go for two towers. Is he taking stone? He's gonna need to take stone. Alright, there you go. So 4 villagers on stone. He's sending 2 individual groups of 4 villagers each forward to try and place towers. So that could potentially be quite good for him. So he knows, let's see, I think he does. Let's take a look at the scouting information. He knows about this gold. He doesn't really know about the other resources. He knows about 1, 2 golds, but he doesn't know about this. If he scouted this one, and if he scouted the stone as well, he could potentially deny this. He could deny this. He could deny this. He could deny everything. All of the resources for Dowd are forward. However, Dowd now... Oh, he was only 1 villager forward. He got caught out by the Max. The Max is going to bring the scout, and that's going to alert the Max's militia to go back and try to defend the villager. So I don't think he is quite expecting the towers, and this is going to be quite good. So this is going to deny the berries. That's going to deny this part of the wood. That's not significantly. That's not a significant amount of wood though. However, the tower over here might be significant enough, but he's not going for the tower yet. Alright, there we go. So 1 tower is going to go up. He's going to get denied from the berries here. And he's going to go for the walls right away. So very well played, the Max. Catching Dowd by surprise. He is going to deny this area as well. And Dowd's only going to be able to take wood from here. And that's not ideal. That's going to be super cramped up. Oh, Dowd must be raging so bad right now. Guys, welcome everyone. Hello, Arcalc, hello. Misclick as well. Everyone, welcome here to the channel, and I hope you are enjoying these games as much as I am, because they are a blast. At the game when the Max went full Thrush, full douche versus Vivi, that was gold, man. That was golden. Over here though, the Max is gonna remain safe. He's going for the stone wall, so there's not a chance for Dowd to actually break through here. He's walled over here as well. He's not walled over here, but there's only 1 villager taking the berries there. And it seems like Dowd's gonna find himself to the... yeah, playing very defensively here, as he's gonna try to go and start taking wood from here. This only back wood that he had got denied. This one as well, not a chance. He can potentially take wood from here if the front wood line gets denied. But I don't think that's... oh, alright. Never mind. So it seems like it could potentially be the case. Look at that. How did he know? Does he have the vision? Yeah, he does. He potentially Vietnamese. Let me see. Did he get... he should have gotten Town Watch. Yeah, there we go. There we go. A very nice and important technology when you're getting trushed. So this tower is going to defend the gold. That's great. This tower is going to defend the stone, and also being uphill means that it's going to be harder for the Max, especially with also less villagers, to repair this tower. Oh, that's so inconvenient. Look. There you go. So the tower is going to go up in the end. But the Max is not gonna give up. That's gonna try to push him away with villagers. He's gonna be successful at it. And since, yeah, like the Max is gonna have to go back now with these villagers. The tower seems to be going down though. None of them at this point in time has fletching. So the towers are not gonna be super effective. This one might be very, very good though for the Max. It's already 40% up. This one getting close to 50% up. This one is gonna go down for sure. Is it? Is it? Is it gonna go down? Seems to be going down. He's not trying to repair it, but he got one villager here. Oh no. Oh, 95%. That's so bad as well. He's gonna try to get another tower. That's unfortunately for him within range of this one. And it seems like this might be the end of the Max's push. Now, this was quite an expensive push. He was pushing with 8 villagers, I mean, going forward, trying to build the towers, which means that he did get some idle time. Now, Dowd lost a villager here. His 2 villagers behind. And that's most likely because of going for Town Watch. However, here the Max is going to be safe back at home, so even though the Marathons did manage to break through here, Max reacted on time, so he didn't lose any villagers. We can see the KD 1-0 in favor of the red player. That tower did go up though. That's going to be very inconvenient for Dowd, so he's not going to be able to take wood from here. He's going to be able to take wood from both of these trees only. He cannot go back here. He cannot take from here. The wood situation is not looking great for the Lord. Let's see. He's going to try to break through here once again. Probably not great. Oh, but he's gonna go for himself. So if we take a look at the resource count, we can see that at this point the Max is not even close to going up. Dowd's resources are looking a lot better, especially on the gold front, but he is not very close to going up himself. He does have the market. He can sell some stone. He can use the gold that he was mining to buy some food as well, and potentially buy his way out to Castle Age. However, he's gonna spend some stone now, as he is gonna go forward with the 4 villagers and build the first tower here. Now, the elevation is kind of tricky here, and I'm not sure this tower is close enough. So that's 8 range that we are gonna have to count. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the tower is actually in range. Perfect. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the tower is gonna deny the full stone over here. Where's the other stone for the Max? It's forward here. Alright, so he could potentially take this one, but this one's gonna get denied. Now that's very unfortunate for the Max. His resources were not looking very good. It's gonna go, oh, he's gonna lose a villager here. He should be losing a villager over there, potentially up to 2. Let's see if Dowd goes and tries to block the villager with the scout. Not gonna be enough, unfortunately, for him. And this tower is gonna get denied. However, now the Minotaurs are gonna go back, and that tower is eventually gonna go up. Now, Dowd has the resources to go for another tower, or at least had. He seems to be spending some resources now to try and get defensive towers back at home. Oh, look at that, the Max is gonna start taking stone from there. If he can't get it at home, he's gonna have to get it somewhere else, you know what I mean? Well, Dowd is starting to build the units that he needs. Dowd's getting fletching. Dowd's getting the blacksmith up. He already has the market up, and he has a good amount of resources. If he sells everything and tries to go up to Castle Age, he might be able to click up in just under 2 minutes here. However, he seems to be quite invested here. Oh, that's a good move. He seems to be quite invested into this forward. He's gonna go for a tower. That's a great house. The villager's not gonna go down though. He should be able to walk here. However, this tower not really gonna accomplish much. This could be the first tower in a chain of towers that he could try and build towards this area to deny both the gold and the wood. But as of now, it's not particularly threatening. This is potentially a good position for a tower though, and he's gonna go forward with this one villager, and he's gonna go for the tower over there. Let's see if the Max is paying attention. He can see the villager walking. He can see the villager walking, but he doesn't have the resources to go for another tower himself. Let's see. He's sending a lot of stone miners here. He really needs the stone, otherwise that tower is gonna go up. He can see it getting built. Let's see though, he can also just go and switch towards this area, so that's probably not gonna be super threatening to him. However, Doubt's economy is looking stronger and stronger. And I think the castle age is gonna get here faster for Doubt for sure. He is gonna lose the Minotaurs though, at least one of them. He lost 2 right now, he's gonna lose this one. There's not a lot of HP for that one. There you go, and yeah, that's gonna have to garrison now all the villagers. So there are 2 towers here, unfortunately for him. These towers are not close enough to actually protect one another, so he's gonna end up losing this one. That tower is gonna deny the gold though, so that's quite good for him. Where's the Max taking gold from? He can potentially take gold from here. Doubt didn't build any towers here in this area, so he can potentially go there and start taking gold. Lumber camp's gonna go up, perfect, so that's the place we were thinking he was gonna switch to. And yeah, I wanted, oh, look the amount of stone that he's taking. Doubt finally clicking up. He's gonna be there at 29 minutes. And what is he gonna do? Vietnamese player. Getting a lot of stone, I believe. Yes, he can potentially go for the castle. He can go for the rotten archers. Those are quite good. Although Teutons, what can they do? They can. A castle is not going to be very good for them. It's going to be good for map control, but Teutonic Knights is not something you're going to see, especially versus an archery civ. And I'm very curious to see what he does. Right now though, the Max is gonna go for the market, so that's the building he was missing. I believe he doesn't have a blacksmith either. He doesn't have an archery range, stable, a blacksmith. He only has the market. He's gonna have to go for... Yeah, there you go. He has the resources to go up, but he doesn't have the buildings. He's going now for the panic blacksmith. And he must... Holy crap, that's a loud bike. And he might be expecting Doubt to be on his way up to Castle Age by now. The game sense for these guys is quite good. I'm quite sure he is expecting Doubt to be up already. And the Lord, it seems like he's gonna try and punish the Max for his disrespectful strategy. He's gonna go with the super forward, super aggressive, super ballsy, potentially Doubt Castle. Let's see. This is a very large amount of villagers. There you go. The Max is gonna go instantly into the towers, so that one tower is not gonna be enough to deny the castle. It's not within range of these guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus fletching 9. It's not in range of these guys. That's not a good tower. That's not a good tower. He's not going to be able to deny the castle. Now Doubt's pretty much invading the base here. He's going for a TC. He's going for the castle. He has how many villagers? 4 here. He has 26 villagers over at the Max's map. And what is the Max going to do is going here with the crap ton of villagers himself. He's going to try to go for either the gold mine or the TC potentially. I'm not sure if he has. Alright, so he's gonna go for gold over there. Yeah, the situation is looking quite good for Doubt. So that castle's up already. He's trying to mass now the rotten archers. He has a TC over here. It's gonna be protected. And the Max on the other hand, they just go all over the place. They just take full advantage of the map size. Look at this, the Max. And not only did he go forward now, he's taking wood from the middle of the map. So this is not Doubt's woodland, this is not the Max's woodland, that's just a neutral woodland that he's taking wood from. They just expand so well, man, and they take advantage of the map size and take the map control so seriously. It's a joy to watch. This tower though might be unexpected for Doubt, and that's gonna be inconvenient to say the least. The TC unfortunately is not in range of the tower, so I mean the tower is not in range of the TC, so it's gonna stay up. So that's gonna go for a tower here. He's gonna go for a lumber camp here so that he can take he can keep taking wood. That's quite good. And I want to pay attention here. So he was going for the Rotten Archers. The Max is not paying attention. The Max is not paying attention. Now the Rotten Archers are inside. They are on the back of his base. All of these villagers are gonna have to go and build a panic TC. The TC is gonna go up, but he's gonna lose so many villagers, and right now the villager advantage is over there for Doubt already. So 3 villagers ahead, 4, potentially 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 villagers, 12 villagers advantage for the Max, just like that, like nothing happened. And he's not even losing a single Rotten Archer. That is so good. That's 10 extra villagers for Doubt right now, so he must have lost a couple of villagers himself. Probably here to the tower, I'm not completely sure. I think the Max probably just built this one. Doubt's gonna realize about this, he's gonna switch the villagers somewhere else. Yeah, he's not noticing. Alright, there you go, so he's noticing now. He's not gonna switch the villagers anywhere, he's actually gonna go aggro on the tower, and he's gonna be able to take it down. So 400, 300 and 400, that's still a significant amount of gold over there for that, so he's not gonna want to take that one. He's not gonna want to go away from it. But the situation is so good for the blue player. So our Lord and Savior is gonna go around here once again, and the Max, I'm not sure if he's paying attention here. He's not noticing, he's not noticing. He's noticing right now, but not a single Rotten Archer going down, and he's gonna be able to deny the wood from here. He already built a tower here, so this area is denied. The gold and the woods, it's denied. That's a very old tower. And now because of the Rotten Archers, he cannot take wood from here. He cannot take wood from here, and what is he gonna do? At this point, he only has a lot of idle villagers. And that's what he's gonna do. The Max, with a very bad losing streak, is gonna get the first defeat in this best of 5 series versus Doubt. Very intense game, very interesting for sure. And yeah, there you go. He was trying to go for this tower. The tower, unfortunately, was going down to the mangonels, and yeah, well played. Well played. We're gonna update the scores right now. So Doubt 1, the Max 0, and we're gonna take a look at the achievements. KD, very even for both players, 21 to 19. Buildings race higher for Doubt. He was doing a good job taking the towers down. As for resources, kind of a mixed bag. So the Max the Max got more food and more stone, more wood and gold for Doubt. And technology, let's see. Yeah, the castle age time was very important for Doubt, for getting the castle up. Probably if the Max was able to get the market and the blacksmith up faster, and he was able to go up faster, and if he probably positioned his defensive tower a bit better so that it was in range of all the villagers, so it had range for all the villagers that were building the castle. Maybe that was going to be a Doubt castle, but unfortunately for him that was not enough. And very well played. Guys, we're gonna take a quick 2 minutes break, and we're gonna go back to the series for the second game of the best of 5 between the Max versus Doubt. I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's jump right into the game, and this is the second game between the Max and Doubt for their best of 5 series, practice series, show match series. And yeah, so they're gonna be playing Arabia once again. For some reason they are not playing either Dry Arabia or Green or any other Arabia variations. They are just playing the standard Arabia, so we get things like this, the pawns and, you know, the regular berries and stuff. So we're gonna take a look at the maps right now and the civilizations. When did these games happen? 4 days ago. 4 days ago. We are on kind of the Max's highlight or something like that. We have watched the Max versus Vivi already. That has already ended, and right now we are watching yeah, the Max versus Doubt. So civilizations, we have Celts for the Max, Franks for Doubt, quite interesting. So infantry versus cavalry. And if we take a look at the map, we can see that the Max already has 4 main goals. That's quite inconvenient. And both secondary goals are super forward. What is this generation? Look at that. Not only is this one super forward, but it's also kind of bugged a bit. Yeah, secondary stone is forward as well. The main stone is a bit better here, not on the back, but it's a lot better than the other resources. The back woodline is unfortunately not very good due to this pond, and yeah, he doesn't really have any other woodlines. There's one here that's also very bad. And yeah, the map's not looking good for the Max at all. As for Doubt, he has a good woodline over here. He has a decent woodline over here. If we take a look at the minerals, we can see that gold here is a lot safer than any of the Max's gold. And the stone here, forward, main stone is not the best. Secondary stone is not the best either. He has a secondary gold that's forward, and the other secondary gold, I believe this is the secondary gold. Yeah, it is. It's so far away from the base. I'm not sure if he's gonna scout it even. But this is good at least, and the woods are better for doubt. So he's gonna have the map advantage for sure. Anyway, let's see. Right off the bat we can see the max going for 3 lumberjacks. Interesting. Alright, so he's gonna go for Minotaurs. He doesn't really need the 4 lumberjacks, because lumberjacks for Celts, they work 15% faster. So that makes sense, The Doubt moved to China. What? Let's see. Doubt, on the other hand, going for 3 villagers on wood. That means he's probably gonna try to go for scouts. Although we have seen a lot of players go heavily into militias, into Minotaurs, we haven't really seen a lot of scouts these games, even though the build orders at times seem to suggest that. Alright. Now, villager count for both players, quite even. The max though has 1 extra villager. Did Doubt go for Loom already? He went for Loom already, alright, so that explains it. Alright. I believe... oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, the max needs to go for the barracks. So at this point he's getting very close to going up himself. He's gonna send the next villagers to gold, potentially. Or is he gonna try to take this? No, he's gonna switch villagers to gold. Alright, so there you go. The builder here, the constructor, and the has-been hunter are gonna go into gold. He's gonna send 3 villagers though, that's quite unusual. And he's gonna start queuing, as soon as he goes up, he's gonna start queuing the militias. He's going for Loom right now. There you go, and militias are getting queued. So he's gonna go forward now. Militias soon to be men-at-arms. Doubt, on the other hand, seemed to be trying to go for scouts. However, he's going up and he's not going for the barracks yet. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna... It doesn't really make sense for him to go fast castle with this amount of villagers. He has... ah, there you go. So he's going for the barracks now. Alright. He's gonna have the barracks up just in time to go for scouts. Now, going for scouts versus Celts is a very tricky situation. For one, we have the Celt infantry moves 15% faster. So yeah, pretty much like having something like squires right off the bat. That's gonna make it harder for the scouts to outrun the infantry units long enough to actually do any damage. Doubt is gonna go for the stables regardless. Alright. Now, unfortunately for him as well, even though he gets 20% more HP on the cavalry units because of the Frank bonus, he doesn't get bloodlines, and bloodlines is better for lower HP units as it gives you 20 extra HP, and that's only better for the Frank bonus if you have a cavalry unit with 100 HP or more. So the Scout's cavalry, they are going to be tankier than usual, but he's not going to be able to make them tankier. That's probably not going to be a huge issue though, as yeah, the Celt players most likely not gonna go for cavalry at all, so they are not gonna be fighting scouts versus scouts anytime soon. Celts get very poor cavalry units. No bloodlines, no bonus. Well, let's see. So 3 scouts out already, and the max is sending the spearman forward. Does he have a defensive spearman? He does. He has one over there. He walled himself here, so that's quite good, quite good. Super safe. He has a defensive spearman over there. And yeah, that's the issue, going for scouts, and I think that's why we don't see a lot of pro players going for them. It's so easy to counter them, and if you're a pro player, your level of awareness is great enough that you can just move a single spearman around and you can do so much damage to the scouts, which would probably not be the case for newbier games, for noobish games, as you can probably just outrun the spear and the other player is not gonna notice and you can snipe a couple of villagers. But for these guys, especially versus an infantry civ that has faster spearmen, they're not gonna be able to do a whole lot. So there you go, that's a free hit here. Good micro here from Doubt. He's gonna be able to snipe the spearman without losing a single scout. That's not a lot of HP to lose with the scout as well. Let's see, he's actually gonna be able to get one. He might be able to get one if he pays attention here. Doubt. He was not paying attention, he might have been able to get one. And the Max is gonna build the barracks, the palisade walls here, so that's not gonna... It's not gonna be possible for Doubt to do anything over there. Over here though, he's defending from the men-at-arms from the Max. Yeah, he's doing alright. Let's see. Market going up. At this point he's not very close to going up. And he might even lose the villager. Let's see that level of awareness that we were talking about. The market's not gonna go up and the villager might get sniped here. He has 7 scouts running around here and 1 spearman is no longer gonna be enough. And these units, they are so cheap that I am wondering why the Max is not going for more. He did manage to get 1 scout over here, but the scouts are potentially gonna get more villagers as they are just running freely around here. They might even target the palisade here. With this amount of scouts, you should be able to break the palisade and potentially get bold villagers here. However, the Max is queuing now a couple of spearmen. He has 2 already garrison here, so maybe that's the reason why Doubt is not choosing to pursue the palisade wall here. There you go. Oh, sloppy. He's losing 1, he's losing 2. He's losing everything. Why is he losing everything? Because he got the Max nuke up here, and he's killing so many villagers for Doubt. Now he had a villager advantage of over 4 villagers. And now that advantage is going down actually to only 3, to only 2 right now, and if he loses 1 more, that's going to be an advantage of only 1. There you go. Very well played here for the Max, not only getting a couple of villagers over here, but also killing a lot of scouts over here. So that's probably all of the scouts that Doubt had forward. That's probably more than 400 food to the trash can. That's gonna go now forward with a couple of archers and scouts. There you go. So he did manage to save 1 of the scouts. Now with the archers he might be able to do some more damage. He's gonna need to do so as well, as he is gonna find himself at a technological disadvantage as the Max is halfway up to Castle Age. So Doubt, getting very close to going up himself, he could potentially use the market to sell some wood and try to go up, but he doesn't have one yet. He's going for the market now, so he's gonna try to buy his way up to Castle Age. But for the time being, let's see. That's good, that's good. He is gonna lose 1 scout though. There you go, the spearman's gonna go down and now he's gonna be able to actually push with the scouts and the archer. However, the Max is gonna go instantly for the palisade gate, going for an additional stable. And we're gonna see Celt Knights here versus Franks. Interesting. Or is he gonna go for scouts? He killed up 1 scout here that he has inside. Is he going for the scout because he doesn't have the original scout? Let's take a look at the military numbers. Cavalry 1, alright, so he's using the scout just to scout, so he's not gonna use it to fight, but he's gonna start going for knights. And Celt knights, Celtic knights, I'm not sure about this decision, especially versus a Frank player. Let's see. He's gonna start pushing now with the Siege Workshop. Doubt's gonna be up in Castle Edge very soon. He has already the second stable that he needs to go for knights. And yeah, the situation here for Franks is kind of awkward. They really rely on a single unit. They can potentially go for a castle. He doesn't really have any stone, I believe. If he had stone and he went for a castle, he can start pumping throwing axemen, and those are good versus infantry. But other than that, going for archers is not a good choice for them. He can still do it because Celts don't get great archers either. So it's probably a matter of who gets the worst archers possible. But both get, I believe, the same upgrade, so neither the Franks or the Celts get Thumb Ring. I think they only get Bodkin Arrow and Leather Archer Armor, so they get the same upgrades for crossbows. And Franks additionally get better cavalry, so if they went for cavalry and archery, then Franks should be at an advantage. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be the case. The max is going right now for pikemen, there you go, so that's a good move. Pikeman is going to go down, that's some good micro. A couple of pikemen here are going to push the knights back. Let's see. Oh, good night, Miss Click. Thanks for stopping by, I hope you enjoy the games. Hope to see you next time. The game here is not looking particularly great for Tout. Once again, I'm not really sure about the decision of going for knights as Celts. I would say it's probably a questionable decision. Now that he lost all the pikemen, he's gonna get pushed back. And this amount of knights is going to be enough to clear this up. Even a single pikeman is not going to do a whole lot here. Good micro here from Doubt is going to prevent his knights from actually losing more HP. Let's see. That's a good fight. That seemed like a good fight for the max. Taking advantage of the hill here, but now the numbers are in favor of Doubt, so he might be able to get this fight back. Now once Pikeman is going to be enough to push these units away, and Doubt's going to need to up his game, and he's going for Monastery. That's a good move. He's going to be able to reduce the number of knights that the max gets. Oh, but the max, already thinking of that, going for the monastery himself. Did Doubt spot this, or did he think of going for the monastery on his own? So he didn't know about this monastery, he thought of going for monks on his own. Now, with two monasteries, one monastery for each player, I think probably the situation is a bit better for the Celt player, as it's gonna be a bigger loss for Doubt to lose a knight than it's gonna be for the max to lose one. However, the numbers here are starting to ramp up, and we have 12 knights here for Doubt, and only, how many for? Only 8 here for the max. Now, fortunately for the max, he has 2 monks that he can use to try and convert the knights. He has a couple of pikemen here as well that he can use to try and snipe the knights here. But the situation is not looking very good for Doubt. He's getting pushed back here, his base is super compact. Now he overchopped here, so 2 knights are inside. And is this a GG moment? He's actually falling behind the villager count, even though he was going for the second TC. I believe the Celt player Max here was actually going for 3 TCs himself, so he's gonna start pulling ahead. with this amount of pikemen and the monks and the knights that he has, he should be able to get the game. There you go. That's gonna call the GG. That's gonna be the first victory of the day for the Max. We're gonna update the scores right away, and hold on. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna go into the achievements now. And yeah, the dog's not gonna stop barking. Damn it. So KD in favor of the Max. Playing this very well. I'm not sure if he was trying to bait Doubt into going for knights by going for knights himself, or if he was just trying to go for knights to prevent Doubt from going into skirmishers and countering an army of only pikemen. Anyway, the economy stats are much better for the Max. Technology stats, he did go up to Castle Age faster. I was able to get a couple of knights beforehand. And yeah, that's overall a good game. So, second game of the best of 5 series between the Max and Doubt, going for the Max. And we're gonna jump now into the third game of the series. So hold on. And we're gonna launch it in just a moment. Alright everyone, let's get back into it, and here we go. So, third game of the series, the Max versus Doubt. Regular Arabia once again, quite interesting. We're gonna see the Max playing with Incas and Doubt playing with Saracens. So Saracens once again in this matchup, in this series I mean, we're gonna analyze in just a moment. So for the maps we can see already that the Max has a very nice back stone, and it's the main stone nonetheless. Secondary stone is also on the back, although it's quite far away from the TC, and the secondary gold is a bit forward. As for the other goals, the main goal is so far away. It's behind the tree line. It's so far away, it's so forward. It almost makes me feel sad. Poor Max, man. And the other secondary, oh my god, what is this map? Oh no. The goals, they are just so far away or so forward, or super exposed, or very hard to saturate. Fortunately for him, oh, actually no, he doesn't even have a back wood line. There's a gigantic pond here in the middle of this wood lane. That's very unfortunate. So he does have wood from here. He can potentially take wood from here, although this is not great as he cannot place a lumber camp over here. That would be very inefficient. You need to go for a lumber camp over here. Even better over here. However, placing a lumber camp over here means that the villagers are very exposed, as they cannot actually walk through here. They have to go around the gold or around the wood lane here to get back to the TC. So if he wants to take wood from here, he would have to go for palisades. But then again, that's not ideal. A tower could potentially push all the villagers away. So most likely he's gonna go for a lumber camp here whenever he needs to. For the time being, he's gonna take from here. As for Doubt, we're gonna take a look at the map already, and he has back. Oh, he's been getting the map hacks from the Viper. That's a benefit from being friends with the Viper. You can get the hacks here. As you can see, the main stone on the back, the main gold on the back. Secondary goal is a bit forward, but who doesn't care? Who cares? Because the main goal is on the back. Secondary stone here around the wool line is a bit exposed, but who cares? Because he has the main stone on the back. As for the other secondary goal, it's super forward, but who cares? Because he has the main goal on the back. He also has back wood. He has wood over here as well. Much better map for Doubt. Now, as for the Civ matchup, we are expecting the max to go for scouts, and that seems to be the case. Actually, no, never mind. I misread Incas as Indians. Going for scouts is not good for him. Of course, he doesn't get any cavalry. So Incas versus Saracens, interesting. So Saracens, great arbalist, or great archers rather, great archer line, good cavalry archers as well. Cavalry units, melee cavalry is not the best. They do get camels though, so that's quite good, but they don't get cavalier, they only get knights. In fact, they are the only civ that gets the knight line that doesn't get cavalier. That's quite bad. So what else could he go for? Mamelukes, they are good. So Eagle Warriors, of course, they are very good versus ranged units. But Mamelukes could potentially be good versus Eagles. We're gonna have to wait and see. Inca so much better than Saracens. I think so. I think it's very hard for Doubt to fight this. All I can think of is, yeah, Mamelukes, because camels, knights, they cannot get cavalier. Camels are not particularly powerful, and not only do Incas get Eagle Warriors, but they also get Kameyuks, which get bonus damage versus cavalry. They also have the particularity of getting the slingers, which are pretty much like meso hand cannoneers. So even going for infantry is probably not great for Saracens. Now, if they had cavalier, then the story would probably be different. Well, let's see. No way Doubt will go Mameluke. Too slow and expensive. I think so. I think this is a very tricky matchup. With that map, Max should go Minotaurs forward. I think so. Yeah, usually with bad maps, you go super aggressive. And that's actually what the Max is doing right now. So he already has the militias here. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna get caught up by Doubt here. Oh no! They're just gonna go by. They're not gonna notice one another. So the Max has the potential here to do some damage. He is gonna hit Fuel Age. And what is that? Yeah, Doubt's gonna try and go for Fast Castle 100%. So he's gonna rush Fast Castle. And the Max is missing his chance here. He knows about this. He's not going over there. He wants to wait for the Minotaurs upgrade. But he's gonna miss his chance. Alright, so right now he's gonna get the Minotaurs for sure. He's gonna send now a couple of villagers forward. That's the right move. He really needs to prevent Doubt from going past Castle easily. He needs to apply the pressure and force Doubt into spending resources to defend himself. Be it double walling, be it towers, be it military units, anything. However, yeah, there we go. So just in time, first tower is gonna be up. That tower is gonna deny the berries, so that's gonna be a hit in the food income for Doubt, who is now going for gold. So he's gonna go for one extra villager, and I think that's probably when he's gonna go out to Fuel Age. Let's see. Doubt looks screwed. Well, yeah, I think he's trying to do the best he can with what he gets. So the Max is gonna be able to break through here, no problem, but he had 4 forward villagers, so there's one tower here. What is he gonna do with the other villagers? There we go, so one tower over there. So he's gonna be able to break through here. The gates is gonna go down, this one is gonna go down as well. Doubt's gonna try to go for the panic walls here. And with this tower here, the palisade gate, the palisade wall, I mean, is gonna go down eventually as well. 100 HP only, so that's 40 HP already taken away from that building. However, now the max, does he have stone? Yeah, he has stone for another tower. He can potentially go for another one. He can place it probably over here to deny the wood and also destroy the palisades. Let's see though. I'm not sure if this is in range of the gold. I think it's probably too far away. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe with fletching he could deny this tile, but yeah, it's not particularly great. Over here though, fortunately for him, he managed to break through. He is going in with 2 villagers. He's gonna go for a tower here, quite interesting. So instead of trying to build a tower chain towards this area and try to break through, he's gonna go for a tower here, and I'm not sure why. I think he's probably expecting Dao to have some eco outside here. I'm not completely sure about this one. It doesn't protect this one. The berries are already denied. I would probably have tried to go for a tower over here. Still though, he did manage to break in now. The blacksmith's going up for Dao, but it might go down. Let's see, it's going up. Yeah, it's going up faster than it's going down, so that's quite good for him. The market's gonna be up, the blacksmith's gonna be up, and Dao's resources are not looking like he's gonna be able to click up right away. He has been forced into spending a lot of resources here for additional wallings and for houses and for towers. So all of the stone that he was trying to gather for the castle is gonna go into towers, defensive towers. And yeah, that's very unfortunate for him. He's not gonna be able to click up just yet. He's gonna need to wait probably a couple of minutes more, and let's see. Alright. So this is probably the end of the aggression in this area from the max. We're gonna have to see over here though. Oh, that's why! 200 I queued out, breaking through here. Although I think if he went for the tower here, he could still have broken the palisade, but still. Trying to go for a tower here to deny the wood, that's quite a good move. Unfortunately for him, Dao is paying attention and he's gonna go for a defensive tower. So the aggression from the max here has met an impasse. The aggression from the max here has met an impasse. He is trying to go for Eagle Scouts now. And yeah, that tower is gonna go up. Or maybe not, let's see. Let's see the percentage. So that's, oh no, that's not gonna go up. So Dao is defending quite well. He is gonna be able to go up to Castle Edge faster than the max, that's for sure. However, what is he gonna do in Castle Edge? That's the real question. He can go for... There you go, there you go. He's getting very close to going up. He's getting very close to going up. He's idling the TC. There you go, clicking up. So he's gonna go up, and what is he gonna do? He can go for crossbows. He can go for cavalry archers. He can go for Mamelukes. Mamelukes, though, are gonna require a castle, and he doesn't have the stone right now. He is taking a lot, though, so he might... Yeah, I think he's gonna get enough by the time he hits Castle Edge. But he's gonna go into archery range. Alright, interesting. That's doing a lot of market usage, really abusing that Saracen market. Really taking advantage of the Civ bonus. Over here though, the max is trying to go for stone himself. He was needing stone because of the towers. He probably doesn't need as much anymore. He's going now for stone walls, alright? So he's... Yeah, he already is predicting. He is expecting Dao to be up quite fast now. He did do a good job putting the pressure up, and he managed to delay Dao's castle time by quite a bit. What is Dao gonna do? Is it gonna go... He seems to be trying to go for cavalry archers. Quite interesting. He should go knights and pray he can do some damage early. Well, I think that's probably a good choice. I think as long as you don't You try not to let the game get into Imperial Age. With only knights, you should probably get an advantage. But I'm not sure because of the infantry from Incas. They get the Kamayuk, they can go for pikes. Yeah, it's a very hard matchup for that. He's gonna go for cavalry archers though. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna try to. Yeah, he's gonna produce from all three. He needs to do a lot of damage right now, and he needs to prevent the Max from actually massing enough Eagle warriors. At this point, Eagle Scouts are not very threatening. They are not super tanky against arrows. Yeah, there you go. But he's gonna need to prevent the Max from getting a lot of Eagle warriors. If that happens, then Daud's gonna have a hell of a hard time actually fighting that. His only counters to Eagle warriors are either knights or long swordsmen. But knights can get easily countered by infantry. Monks as well. And yeah, infantry is not really an option versus Incas because of the slingers. They also get good archers, so they do get up to arbalists. It's a very versatile mess of Civ Incas. Let's see though. Villager counts for the moment is the same for both players. So there's not a real eco advantage as of yet. Daud should have been able to get an extra TC up, but because of going triple archery ranges, he's gonna go full aggression. He's gonna invest all that he has into cavalry archers. Very well played here, the Max going for the full stone walls. He was already expecting Daud to go with some sort of ranged unit. And yeah, the Max, actually Daud's not gonna be able to do anything here. If he had a castle, he could potentially go for one or two petards and take one wall down and go in. What he can do right now though, he has the resources to go for a siege workshop and potentially... Oh, wait a moment. Can you garrison cavalry archers inside a siege tower? It doesn't really make sense. Oh, but look at the bonus here. The extra 4 damage for cavalry archers. Doing a lot of damage to this house. It's actually going to go down. That's forcing the Max to go for... Yeah, for more stone walls behind that. It's going to start taking wood from here now. This is going to be an issue. He's not going to be able to take wood from here. Wait a moment. This is not looking great for the Max, actually. He's going to start starving for wood kind of soon. This is good defense though. That's gonna be forced to go back. He has a good amount of cavalry archers. Unfortunately for him, there is nothing he can do at this point with them. And the Max seems to be trying to go for boom. He has 3 TCs right now. Daud doesn't even have defensive TCs. I understand that he wants to go for full aggression, but he could have tried to place an extra TC, at least a defensive one. And then he could potentially start producing more villagers from that one. However, the Max is gonna start pulling ahead right now. Turling right now very heavily, and that's not gonna be able to break through here anytime soon. So that's gonna be forced now into trying to catch up, which is not great. All of the cavalry archers, all of the resources that he invested into the cavalry archers are resources that he didn't use to boom. So it's very hard for him to catch up. So he needs to either do that or... Yeah, the more realistic option is trying to do damage, but unfortunately for him, he's not able to break through. The villagers, they are building the gates here. And so many cavalry archers that he cannot use, must feel super bad. Now, they do get 4 bonus damage versus buildings, and I want to see how much HP this one has. So 1800, that means that with about 400 shots, 450 shots, I think he should be able to break through. How many does he have here? 450 divided by 32. Wait, actually? Hold on. Guys, look at this. With about 12 to 13 volleys, I think this amount of cavalry archers should be able to break a palisade wall. He's gonna need to take care of the mangonel though. But he actually, yeah, look at that. He needs to target the single one. Look at how fast the stone wall is going down. That's very good. Now, let's see if he has vision of this. He cannot see the mangonels. He cannot see the mangonels. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a great shot, and that's gonna be enough to force Doubt into going back. Now, the Max did lose a couple of villagers, but this is an actual possibility for Doubt going forward with the cavalry archers and actually breaking the walls. I mean, there's not much to impede that. Only the mangonels, but mangonels are slow and the cavalry archers are fast. He can go around here, he can go around here. He can try to break here as well. Oh, there you go. So he's gonna go around. He's gonna try to break now. Let's see. He's gonna try to break the barracks. All right, that's good. That's good. Oh, but he cannot do it safely here. TC has enough range. He already lost 2 of these units. This is gonna go down. But it's very hard for him to push from here because the TC defends with some range here, which allows the villagers to wall behind. Now he... Oh my god. That's a loud bike. Now he's gonna start losing cavalry archers. He's not paying attention here. Why? He's losing units for free. He has, at this point, 38 cavalry archers, so he should be able to get rid of the mangonels. Let's see. This is gonna go down. The villager advantage now is in favor of the Max by almost 20, so only 18 at this point, I think. He was also getting the relics, so where's the... Okay, there you go, the Manca S. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him going and taking the hill advantage and taking this down, and there is no TC here to defend. Let's see. But he's not targeting the wall, he's trying to do damage to the villagers. Now he's doing damage to his own units. Alright, let's see, so this is gonna go down, alright, but this castle is gonna go up, and that's gonna be the end of Doubt's aggression so far. So he's been going around with so many cavalry archers. I think if he used them to break the walls from the beginning, he should have been able to get in. But yeah, stone walls are very intimidating and you don't really expect to break them, even though with the cavalry archers you get the bonus versus buildings. He nearly killed the TC for just a few cavalry archers. Yeah, but I think Doubt at this point, he seems to have issues committing to one thing, because he goes around, he almost takes this one down. Actually, I think with all the cavalry archers that he had, with only 2 more shots, he would have taken this down. And he got pushed away by 2 mangonels. I think he could have been able to get rid of the mangonels. Instead, he went around, he started targeting the barracks here. The TC had enough range to defend the villagers, to build additional walls over here. Then he went over here, then he went back. Now the Max is in Imperial Age and just now going for Eagle Warriors. So he's gonna go for Elite Eagle Warrior, there we go, and that's gonna be impossible now for Doubt to stop. As we can see, the cavalry archers, they get 6 plus 2 damage, so that's 8 in total. If we take a look at the Eagle, right now the Eagle Warrior has 5 pierce armor. The Elite Eagle Warrior is gonna have 6, and when he gets plate mail armor, they're gonna have 8. which means that the cavalry archers, they're going to be dealing only 1 damage per shot, which means that with a good amount of eagle warriors, there is absolutely nothing that can do to stop those. Max only has 1 gold spot at the moment that needs to keep spamming. Let's see, let's take a look at the resources here. So he is gonna go for an outpost, alright. That's gold. It's gonna run out. Yeah, that's not paying attention to his units anymore. It's currently enough to one-shot eagles. Yeah, but it's very micro-intensive. If the max gets a high enough number of eagles, that's no longer going to be practical. Let's see, so these are elite eagle warriors with 8 pierce armor and how many infantry units? Military units, I mean. So that at this point has 59, and that's very unfortunate because if he uses all 59 of his cavalry archers, he's still not going to be able to one-shot the eagle warriors, which is very unfortunate. He's going to have to deal 118 damage to one-shot, to two-shot an eagle warrior, so that's very inefficient. Yeah, this is not great. This is not great, and it's so micro-intensive. The max can just start spamming eagle warriors and send them all over the outspace, and he's not going to be able to keep up. Let's see though, the military units, military count still not very good for the max at this point. Daud has lost 10 cavalry archers so far. I'm not sure how many eagle warriors the max has lost, but this is not a good engagement. I think that at this point is pretty much trading one for one. Only 42 military units, so he's been losing more and more, about 8 cavalry archers here. So what does that have to do with champions, hazards? Well, he can go for hazards, he can go for champions, but Incas, there you go, the GG. Incas have everything to counter those units. If you go for infantry units yourself, like lone swordsman, two-handed swordsman, champion, Incas get, not only do they get arbalest, fully upgraded arbalest, but they also get the slingers. Slingers get bonus damage versus infantry, so it's kind of like a meso hand cannoneer. And yeah, I think just the matchup was very unfortunate for Daud. So we're gonna change now the scores, and the max getting the 2nd victory now in a row, so getting hot now. Let's see. This is almost an impossible matchup, I feel, yeah, yes. Daud needed to go feudal YOLO. I don't know, probably could have worked. Yeah, because the issue for Saracens is the eagle warriors. And the eagle warriors, they are more powerful in Castle Age, not so much in Feudal Age. So feudal could have worked, Anyway, let's get now into the achievements. And yeah, the KD is so much better for the max, over 2 to 1. As for eco, more wood and gold collected for Daud, which makes sense, going heavily into cavalry archers. As for the max, more food and stone, although he should have... Yeah, he didn't really have much gold control, as you guys were saying. Imperial Age time, very good for the max. Daud unfortunately never reached an Imperial Age, so he couldn't go for heavy cavalry archers, and he couldn't go for chemistry or the bracer that he probably needed to try and fight the eagle warriors. Anyway, as you can see, Daud was going heavily into army from Castle Age, but he wasn't able to break through. The max did a good job turtling, and yeah, he just forced boomed the victory. So guys, we're gonna take a quick 2 minutes break, and we're gonna jump into the 4th game of the series. And feel free to stand up, get away from the PC a bit, stretch and hydrate yourself, go to the bathroom if you need so. And we're gonna be right back in just a moment. Alright everyone, for some reason the counter is not switching into starting soon. But anyway, we are gonna start right now. And welcome everyone to the 4th game of the series. Actually, hold on, we don't have any music for some reason. Alright, there we go. So yeah, welcome everyone to the 4th game of the series in this best of 5 between the Max and Doubt. These games were played around 4 days ago, so these are recorded games, and they were played in Standard Arabia. So as you can see, there are pawns here. This is brown Arabia or yellow Arabia, this is not green or dry. So yeah, map generation is gonna be a bit funky. We have already seen a couple of games with favorable and unfavorable maps for both players. Right now we have Doubt here playing in the west with Mayans and the Max in the northeast with Britain, so 2 archery civs. Now Mayans, of course, they get the Eagle Warriors. Eagles are great versus ranged units. However, Britons have extra range, they are quite good as well. Can potentially outrange Mayan units. We're gonna have to wait and see. As for the maps, Doubt has a back gold, so that's quite good for him. This main stone here that he has in the southeast is not on the back, but he should be able to take from that safely if he goes for a couple of walls here. Probably over here. As for the stone situation, he has the both secondary stones far away from the TC. So main gold is good, main stone is good, secondary stone is good, and wood situation, he has a wood line over here, a wood line over here. That's quite interesting. I wonder if he scouted this area. He did. Alright, but he chose to go over here. Probably he wants to have most of his eco nearby so that he can protect it easier. And yeah, he has additional wool lines in the front. As for the Max's map, we can see that he has the main gold in the front, the main stone in the front as well. However, there is a wool line here protecting, so if he goes for a palisade here, he might be able to take from both of these quite safely. As for the other resources, the secondary gold here is super far away, super forward. And the secondary stone and the other secondary gold are super far away as well, so not the greatest situation for the Max here. Now as for wood, he has a backwood here, a backwood here, and both of those have pawns, which is not ideal. But yeah, at least he has a choice, and at least this pawn is not more in the middle, so ruining more of the wood. What can we expect here? Mayans can go for Minotaurs into archers, Britons can go for Minotaurs into archers. As for the build order, we are probably expecting that from the Max, and we are probably expecting that from Doubt as well. So we're gonna see a couple of militias very soon, and soon to become Minotaurs as well. And let's see. Villager count 16 for both players. The map situation is quite bad for... Oh, he might lose a villager. Very close though. Yeah, the map situation is not great, the greatest for the Max. The only gold and stone that he has, both main stone and main gold, they are close to the TC, but they are still forward. So it's quite inconvenient. He's gonna go now for the barracks, let's see. Yes, and he's gonna start taking the boar. Perfect. And yeah, this is very inconvenient now. Because of the elevation, this eagle can be super annoying for him. He already pushed one villager away from the berries. What is that villager? A very low HP here, only 1 HP. One more hit and rip. Interesting, so the Max seems to be trying to go for Minotaurs. Hold on, is it? He's gonna try to go for fast castle, it seems. Drush into FC, because he doesn't have the resource to go up to castle to field age, and he is already queuing all 3 militias. So he's gonna go forward. We're gonna find the red player trying to go for Drush FC. As for Dowd here in the blue, what is he gonna try to do? He's not going for militias just yet. He's gonna queue some now though. I think I would expect him to queue a couple of militias. No? He's not gonna go for any militias. He's probably gonna try to go straight into archers. Alright. Cheaper archers. Alright, so that's good. That's good. Potentially could get away with it. Oh no, there we go. He is gonna go for militias. He just didn't have the resources. Nova, don't be impatient. So yeah, he's gonna have to spot the Max's intention and he's gonna have to go forward and try to do something about it. So last game we saw the Max going all in village, trying to delay Dowd's fast castle time. This time we're gonna see it the other way around. It's gonna be Dowd the one to try and stop the Max from going for fast castle. However, the red player right now, only 24 villagers. 24 villagers for fast castle is super tight, and you usually almost. You usually see it mostly in arena. You don't really see it so much in Arabia. So I'm not completely sure what his plan is right now. He is going now for... Yeah, he's trying to be annoying, but he's gonna get cleaned up here. Dowd doesn't even need to go for Minotaurs. He can just use the 4 militias that he has here. He has the numbers advantage. He has the Eagle Warrior as well, the Eagle Scout, sorry. And what is the Max gonna do? Britons. Going up with 24 villagers, that's not good enough for fast castle. He's gonna add another militia. Can't see this working. I can't either because he doesn't have the resources to go up. Usually if you go for 24 villagers fast castle, that's either in arena 24 plus 2, but it's I have rarely seen it in Arabia. Nervous, Nova? Hello, Brotus. Not at all. I just stutter all the time when I speak because English is not my native language. So finally, the Max, went for Minotaurs, and Minotaurs, yeah, they already were good enough. They had the numbers advantage here. It's gonna be able to clean this up. So at this point, Dowd's only trying to run away, trying to prevent the Minotaurs from doing any damage inside his base. Trying to go forward here and be annoying, I guess. He's switching into fuel. It's Crush Flush. That's a very good name for the strategy. Oh, let's see. Alright, so all the militias are gonna get trapped here. And yeah, Dowd's gonna lose all of that. We can see finally the Max going into archers, so I would expect Dowd to try and get into archers at some point as well. But he is going for the stone wall, so he's gonna try to go for the castle instead. He's gonna try to go for Castle H and start pumping out the plumed archers. Very, very powerful unit. What do you think about the matchup? So plumed archers versus Briton archers. So more range versus more speed. And of course the plumed archers, they are tankier as well. They are not like regular archers. So I would expect probably the Mayan player to have the edge here. Yeah, it's very hard now, especially with how slow regular archers are to fight plumed archers. I do find it quite surprising though that the Max wasn't trying to go more aggressive in Fuel Age. He was sending all of his units back to try and get the militias, while he let Dowd go for the full walls, and now Dowd's gonna be able to get away with it. He's gonna be able to go for faster castle time, he's gonna be able to go for the castle for plumed archers, and things might snowball from there. Let's see. More pierce armor. Plumed archers, they have more HP. They are very fast as well. Let's see. Better boom. With Brits or versus Brits? With Brits. I would assume it's with Brits. Yeah, the Max is not gonna be able to do anything. At this point, it's only a matter of time until Doubts goes up to Castle H. That pawn's terrifying. Which one? This one? Or this one? Yeah, regular Arabia is very bad with wood generation. Both players have very bad wood lines in terms of... Well, this is not so bad, it could be a lot worse. I have seen many times where there is the pawn instead of the forest, there is only like 2 trees left. This is not gonna go down anytime soon. I think probably Doubt doesn't really need to go for this. However, he has a stone, so he might as well just use it. I feel like that's probably his logic for it. He's gonna wall this, alright, perfect. And he's gonna go up very soon, so he has a good amount of gold. He has the market now, so he can use the market to go up. He should be able to afford it now if he sells some wood and buys some food. Alright, there we go. He's not queuing any more villagers, he's gonna go up right now. Perfect. So, blue player, first guy to go up to Castle H, 21 minutes uptime. As for the Max, he's not so far away from it, so he's gonna be able to click up himself very soon. Villager count though, 1 higher for the Max right now. And there you go, both players going up with only 1 villager of difference. And 1 villager time of difference as well. We have the same army composition as well here, so 5 archers, 3 men-at-arms. Actually here 5 archers and 2 men-at-arms. Very similar. That stone wall is gonna go down. He's gonna be able to break through here potentially, let's see. Doubt can wall here with a couple of stone gates, and he doesn't really need to take wood from here. He has a perfectly safe back wall lane here that he can take wood from. This is gonna take forever to go down though, so he doesn't really need to worry so much. Especially as when he gets Castle Age, he's gonna have enough stone to go for a castle himself. He can potentially go for a castle here to protect both gold and stone. He can potentially go for a castle over here as well to defend this area, to defend the stone, but probably the gold is more important here as the castle not only gonna defend this one, but also this one. And the Max really trying to put the pressure up, but finding it a very difficult task against stone walls versus a player that just now hit Castle Age. So let's see, Doubt has enough resources to go for a castle, and where is he gonna build it? Where is he gonna place it? There you go. Perfect placement. I would probably have tried to place it a bit more forward, so probably around here. But it's still good. That's still gonna defend both the... Actually, I'm not very sure about the wood line. He might lose access to the wood line once these archers get upgraded to crossbows, but he, as we were saying, he has another wood line over here. Where does that put his castle between stone and gold? Well, I was expecting him to place it over here, as the crossbows were not gonna have enough range to deny it, and the men-at-arms were gonna take forever to take this down. But he's going here instead, and I feel that might be related to the fact that this position is also closer to the TC, so it's less acceptable to raiding from this area. So much, at least. Let's see. Doubt's gonna go for an extra TC. This castle's already up, he's gonna go for the plume archers right away. So the Max going for crossbows already. He's going for additional TCs, he's going for double archer range crossbow production. He's going for the third TC as well. He's gonna have extra TCs. Yeah, and as powerful as the plume archers are, you cannot outproduce 2 archery ranges with only 1 castle, I believe. Although the Max is no longer producing anymore. He is taking some stone himself, he doesn't have enough yet. He spent 200 stone to go for additional TCs. Oh, look at that! They're going for the fortified walls. And the Max adding some siege, so This time it's Doubt the one to get some pressure applied onto him. Last game he was going so heavily into the stone walls from the Max, but this time is the other way around, and it seems like the Max is doing a better job here taking the walls down. He's gonna be able to break through here, only 200 HP on this tile. Now the weak link is the market and the university and the house, so he doesn't really need to try and take the fortified wall down. And it looks like the Max is gonna be able to break through. And Doubt, what is he gonna do? He's going for plumed archers. He already outed some of those. He's gonna try to go forward, but as we noticed, both players fully walled. And I'm not sure, so I don't think the plumed archers are gonna be able to break through here. He might be able to find a villager or two over here. However, with the extra TC that the Max has at this point, he might be able to just catch up in villager count. So let's see, that's potentially one villager down. Yes, there you go. The Max is gonna instantly notice and he's gonna pull the villagers away. Over here though, the Mangonel, the Minotaur's taking the market down. The Ram here, so Ram's gonna be great versus the plumed archers. And Doubt at this point doesn't have the numbers to fight this even. Only 5, that's gonna be 6 plumed archers. They are not gonna do anything against a Ram, Mangonel, and the crap ton of crossbows here. And is this gonna be... holy crap. Is this gonna be the Max's redemption? He lost 3-0 in the last show match versus Vivi, and it seems like he might be able to get the 3-1 here on Doubt. Let's see. Good micro here, the Lord's gonna be able to get rid of the Mangonel, that's perfect. However, the Ram here is gonna make it very, very difficult for him to micro around it. He's gonna start losing units, so that's only 5 plumed archers left. One of those is super weak. The villager count now started to get further and further ahead for the Max, so that's some extra eco that he's gonna be able to use to go for additional ranged units. I think he got greedy and put 2 TCs instead. Doubt. Well, usually you see, yeah, when Mayans try to go for plumed archers, it's very usual to see 1 TC and try to mass a lot of plumed archers and do damage. But yeah, Doubt here trying to do more than one thing, really failing at doing either. He doesn't have the numbers here to fight. This Mangonel siege, this Mangonel I mean, is gonna be good to protect. But now the Max is gonna add another one of his own, and I think he's probably gonna queue another one as soon as he gets the resources. The situation is looking a lot better for the Max. He is the guy applying the pressure right now, and that good Mangonel trade, let's see. That was even HP trade for both Mangonels. Ah, that's gonna be 1 for 1. How many crossbows do we have here? So that's 11, I believe, 13 actually. And the plumed archers, they are 11. So this is potentially a good trade for Doubt if he can get close enough and actually start trading units. Now, especially that he gets an additional Mangonel here, he should be able to get a good trade. And because of that, Max is gonna go away. Oh, let's see. The Mangonel is gonna go out. The Mangonel. Oh. Ah, that's a good shot. Didn't really do a whole lot of damage there. The Max is gonna go out to Imperial Age. That doesn't have the resources. The Max was doing a great job back at home, growing the eco, and he's gonna get access to Arbalest now, and Britain Arbalest with extra range and producing from multiple archer ranges might be enough to actually push Doubt into defeat. Castle on Doubt's face. Doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe in a bit. He doesn't really have the resources. Doubt's gonna have enough to go for another castle, and he desperately needs an extra castle, as producing from a single one is not great. Another 1 for 1 trade over here with the Mangonels. And what are we gonna see? So the Max going for leather archer armor, so he was missing the +2. Let's see over here. Britons don't have SR Siege Ram. Oh, I'm actually not completely sure. No, they don't. They don't get Siege Ram. They don't get Siege Challengers either. Mayas, they do get Siege Ram, so that could be helpful. However, Doubts is very close from going up. He doesn't have anywhere near the resources. He's gonna have enough to put another defensive castle, but now the Max is gonna start going for trebuchets. He already added a couple of longbows. And those guys... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see a lot of longbows right now, as he's probably gonna start going for trebuchets. If he manages to get Doubt's castle down, then that's gonna be the end of the game. The only realistic unit for Doubt to go now, as he has been investing so heavily into plumes, is to keep going for plumes. Let's see. Is the Max gonna go for trebuchet? Alright, there we go. So the trebuchet there is gonna have the heal advantage. He's not gonna use it here though. He's probably gonna bring it over here. Now this is open. Because of that, he can go with the trebuchet inside and actually take advantage of the heal here and deal extra damage to the castle. So it's gonna be harder for Doubt to repair it. It's gonna be easier for the Max to take it down. If he goes for siege rams, he can potentially also pair his army with that, although that doesn't seem to be the case. At this point he's going for long swordsmen, so that's a very good move. I was about to say that another possibility for that is to try and switch into Eagle Warriors. However, yeah, he was researching Eagle Warriors. He is going for extra barracks right now. That's a good move, but the Max is expecting the Eagle Warriors. He's going for long swordsmen. He's going for extra upgrades now, so Arbalest is going to be up, Chemistry is going to be up. He's going for the Rams now. He's actually going to take the gates down with the trebuchet. I was expecting him to try and target the castle. But once again, Doubt on the back foot, getting heavily targeted now by a lot of superior units here. Better upgraded archer units. If Doubt gets Siege Ram, he could potentially have a chance here. But let's take a look at the resources. So he has the resources to get the Siege Ram, but I think he's gonna try to go for Elite Eagle Warrior instead. Siege Rams are great if you try to fight archers versus archers, but if you can get access to Elite Eagle Warriors, then that's probably gonna be a bit better overall. Let's take a look though. That fortified wall is not gonna go down. So barracks now coming up for the Max, actually expecting the Eagle Warriors. Even though he hasn't seen a single barracks, he is expecting, because Doubt is turtling so much, he is expecting the Eagle Warriors. He's gonna start going heavily into infantry himself. So plate mail armor now for Doubt. That's gonna be very, very important. The Max is gonna go for scale mail armor himself, going for champions right now. And he's not going for capped ram. Doubt's not going for capped or siege ram. Of course, he doesn't really have the resources. He's investing everything into Eagle Warriors. So he's gonna need this to work. Otherwise, might be the GG. Let's see, he has a good amount of units right now, so that's 26. With this choke, that's not going to be enough. However, if he deletes the fortified walls, he might be able to surround the units. Let's see. However, they are getting close. That's 4+4 pierce armor. They are surrounded the units. And that's good, so the trebuchet's gonna go down. Both trebuchets going down. Now all the ranged units are going back, but the 200 swordsmen are arriving here and the champion upgrade is about to be completed. There you go, chainmail armor now also completed, so +2 defense for the champions. Getting plate barding armor as well. That's quite good. Now also using the monks, that's great. And Doubt is doing a good job here. He might be able to clean this up, however, the Max is adding champions from 6 barracks right now. He was also building the 7th one, however that one got denied, funnily enough, at 97%. Let's see though, the damage for the Arbalest at this point is of 10, so that means they are only dealing 2 damage per shot to the Eagle Warriors. The champions though, they do get bonus damage versus them, so if Dao doesn't manage to steamroll here with the Eagle Warriors, he's gonna find himself in a very awkward position, as just a handful of champions could potentially be enough to clean all of this up. Let's see though, he is not adding any more units. Alright, there you go, so he's queuing more right now. And that's causing Dao to go back, and because with the champions he cannot really get close to the range units. El Dorado! Conquerors indeed! Going to be hard to transition into plumes. Well, at this point I'm not really sure. I think if he goes for plumes, he certainly needs the siege rounds. If he tries to go for ranged units versus ranged units, he certainly needs the siege rounds. That's so expensive though, and he doesn't really have the resources yet. I'm not sure if he even got, let me see, if he even got capped ram. No, he didn't, so that's gonna be 1300 resources just to get the rams. Going heavily into Eagle Warriors seems like a good idea if you try to steamroll your opponent, but look at that, six champions popping out instantly from 6 barracks, and now producing even more. That's not gonna be able to push against this, so he needs to start going into ranged units himself. Unfortunately though, he's gonna get denied from this gold. That means that he is only gonna have access to this one, which is also gonna get denied by ranged units over here. And where's the other gold? The other gold is about to run out, and he doesn't have any map control whatsoever. He's gonna lose access to all the gold that he has. And the Max going with the forward castle, even a forward castle in Doubt's face. This is not looking very good for Doubt. Military count is so much in favor of the Max. Villager count is still higher for the red player as well. And no goal for Doubt Resident Sleeper. Indeed, Doubt gonna call the GG. Guys, that's the 3-1 for the Max. Getting the victory here and redeeming himself after losing 3-0 versus Vivi. Very well played here, taking advantage of the bonuses, being super aggressive and going for the right units just at the right time, predicting the Eagle Warriors and switching straight into infantry and champions indeed. Very well played, very well played. Throw, I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick with well played. But let's dive into the achievements. So, military units. KD so much better for the Max. Very well played. And good army control as well, because there was a moment where Doubt was surrounding all his range units and he pulled them all back and started pumping out champions. That was good awareness as well, good army control. Larger eco for the Maxwell as for wood and food. More stone and gold for Doubt though, although just barely in the case of gold. Fortunately for him, he didn't have access to any additional golds anymore. And yeah, we saw in the beginning that Max didn't get a very good map, but that didn't matter because he had map control and he was putting the aggression, putting the pressure all the time, going super aggressive, and he didn't really need to get back resources. Anyway, gold relic for the Max as well, capturing 4 relics out of 5, and yeah, pretty well played over here. I'm not sure if you would call it throw, because yeah, the timeline is quite telling. Still though, a very even game at times, very good pressure from the Max, and ultimately very good decision making, map control and unit choice. Guys, it should have been a sim win for that. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for joining. feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. So that's the only non-streamer centric Discord server for AoE, the largest one that I know at least. And yeah, follow the channel, subscribe on YouTube. Most likely these games are gonna go into YouTube, and we're gonna have some more games tomorrow. We're gonna have arena games by Mr. GPN, and if you enjoyed my style and if you like me personally, feel free to follow me. You can do !caster and you can find my channel. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow over there, although I'm gonna be playing, not casting. And yes, thanks so much for watching and for joining me here and enjoying these awesome games, guys. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Stick around for the host.